Welcome, Ash. Welcome to the stream. Nothing too major. Just another day. Just, tired. But you know what? You're right. I do need to stream. So yeah, let's actually play Three Hopes, because I haven't played that in like 2 weeks, maybe more. Now I do have Xenoblade up. Oh, perfect. Wait, where's my sound? The fuck? Hold on. Why is there no sound out of my Switch? There you go. Okay. I almost hit exit on OBS. Let me save real quick. Actually, do I need to save? No, I saved it yeah, I'm good. Okay, we're good. Okay, I can close that. Let's actually play some Switch games, because that's like the #1 type of game I have not played enough of. Which is basically like, there's a whole, like I said, a whole pile of Switch games that I need to play in the next like couple of weeks or months. So I'd like to maybe do... There's no way I'm finishing fucking Three Hopes unless I marathon the shit out of it. Every day I could possibly stream for the next several days. There's no way I'm finishing it now. So I mean, maybe I'll do that. Maybe next week we'll just have 3 consecutive Three Hope streams in a row. No, there's no way. The only way I could do it is if I actually put in like 4-hour streams, and then let me butcher the music real quick. Fucking ridiculous. The only way I could do it is if I actually played Three Hopes like fucking crazy for the next like week and a half and did nothing but Three Hopes. So that's probably not gonna happen. So I don't know, if I don't get around to fucking Edelgard's Path until like October, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm okay with it, because I am so burned out on Three Houses that like I am totally okay with delaying it. Like there's nothing against that in my mind. I'm totally cool with it. Can just take it easy and just, enjoy the beginning of fall. Okay. When was the last time I streamed this? It had to be the beginning of the month. There you go.
Azure Gleam. Skirmish in the fog.
Ooh.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus grants refuge to the Central Church as they flee Garrigmach Monastery, in turn provoking the Adrestian Empire to declare war on Fargus.
Unfortunately, Lester just happens to be right there, so,
not really much they can do. How to repel the Empire's assault. They are met with devastating news. Lonato of Castle Gaspar has raised an army against him.
Excellent. Right on schedule for the betrayal. So are we gonna like work our way across the world map? Dude, this world map shit needs to come back, for sure.
Now, House Rowe in the south has declared its fealty to the Empire. What's more, Lord Lonato of Castle Gaspar has set out with the express intention of tracking down and murdering the Archbishop.
I had hoped we could reconcile the matter by using neighboring lords as intermediaries.
But that didn't work, so it's time to kill him.
Lonato couldn't look past our willingness to shelter the church, and has taken the matter into his own hands.
I can't believe this.
Ash, I won't stop you if you wish to return to Castle Gaspar.
Just know I will kill you.
I appreciate the offer, truly. But I am a knight of the royal family.
Yeah, they get his plot arc out the way so early in Three Houses,
So,
it's not even
what
funny.
are House Rowe and Lord Lonato's soldiers up to? Or the Imperial Army, for that matter?
There's been no movement from House Rowe as of yet. He likely lacks the nerve. Lord Lonato, on the other hand, has set off from Castle Gaspar and launched an attack on Geraint land. Meanwhile, a vanguard from the Imperial Army has breached Kingdom territory. It seems they're aiming to rendezvous with Lonato and join the assault.
Alright, it's time.
Wait, but if they're just a vanguard, doesn't that mean a larger force is going to come after them? We'll never stand a chance if they manage to meet up and form one massive army.
House Galatea is sending reinforcements to fend them off, but our enemy deployed alarmingly
They actually
fast.
should see if Ingrid's any good in this game.
I only hope the House Geraint soldiers can repel Lord Lonato and his men long enough.
I hate the way English
In any
words
case,
are
we
used.
can't just sit here on our hands. They need help, and fast. Let's ride.
Yeah, let's go.
You're right.
Why am I the only
I'll be
one with the
coming with
plan?
you.
Let's go.
The risk is too great, Your Majesty. You should stay here in the capital.
We've already been over this to do. My leadership is needed on the front lines. We'll march west from Karen territory to intercept and crush Lonato and the Empire's forces. From there, we'll mount an attack on Aryan Road. The Row
Oh, we
army
have
will
to
be cut
take
off by
Aryan
Imperial
Road? Oh,
reinforcements and
God.
fall
That's going to
by
be
our
probably
hand.
next chapter.
Finally, we'll seize control of Aryan Road and the entire Western Front along with it.
I'm asked a distant relative of the royal family, Duke Ivan, to keep watch over the capital in case of an emergency. Gustav will be staying behind as well. So as long as nothing too
I wonder if you can
extreme
recruit
happens,
Gustav.
we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Because I don't think Hanneman's recruitable.
Sounds like a plan.
Doesn't seem like
Most
it.
of the big fights are going to be around Aryan Road, if I had to guess.
No matter what, we need to hurry. We'll be done for if we don't drive them off soon.
Yes, so less talking, more writing. Let's go.
Agreed. And my apologies. We always seem to deploy with such haste lately.
Festinolente,
It's
let's go.
nothing. It's not like it's your fault or anything. Sure, you're the king and we're your subjects now, but we're your friends before that. We'll do whatever you need of us.
I suppose you're right.
This is what I mean, like, Claude's path just did not feel Claude-like at
and
all.
One more thing before we go. I received word from the church.
I guess
the other
someone
day.
had to be the villain in this game. But why didn't they
Seth
just bring
and
back,
Sister
like, fucking
Flame will be
Nemesis and
joining us
shit?
from here on out.
You know,
Being a
like, they could
company
have had
comprised of
Nemesis and
knights
the
themselves.
Agarthans be the ultimate bad guys.
Seteth, huh?
Even if you want to, like, you
I'm
know,
not the kind of guy to turn down a helping hand, but I
be
can't
like,
help but
yeah, the
wonder
church
why.
sucks or whatever. I think we
I
can all
haven't had the
agree that the
chance to discuss
Agarthans
it
are the
with him
villains, for sure.
Perhaps you can ask him yourself if the opportunity arises.
But yeah, basically all the bonus units for the Kingdom route is probably going to be, like, you know, Seteth and all the church units. Obviously not Rhea. Rhea is unlockable. Seems like she's just a victory. She's a reward for beating the game. Okay, there we go. Oh, holy shit. Whew. By the way, I'm trying to finish up the post-game of Shadowbringers. I'm sorry, Stormblood, so I can at least get up to the beginning of Shadowbringers, then we're playing Genshin, finishing that up. That's fair. Seteth is a Cavalier. Flame is a Priest. You can now invite allies on expeditions. We already have all of that
Do you have a
done.
moment?
Forgive me, but do you have a moment?
How are you?
Moving forward, I expect our army will continue to advance as we establish more bases such as this one. Whenever a large number of people live together for a stretch of time, various problems are bound to occur.
wonder.
Maybe inconvenience as well. Please inform me right away if anything comes up.
Right on.
Got it, thanks. I'll let you know straight
I
away.
implore you.
Please do. As this army's leader, my aim is to respond as best I can to any potential concerns. The Kingdom Army is a coalition of soldiers from our various lords. We are a congregation of births and
Troubling
ideologies.
indeed.
Though I hope everyone will understand and compromise with their peers, I suspect that will not always be the
Speaking
case.
of which,
I had some new facilities established in preparation for the coming battle. I'm most certain they will be of great use to you. I bid you to take a look while we have the time. Okay.
Let's see.
Now that Lord Lonato has pledged his allegiance to the Empire, it's pretty likely they'll try to help him. They can't get a reputation for abandoning those who
Hear you
support
there.
them. After all, that would be a huge deterrent for anyone who's planning to betray the kingdom and go over to the Empire. So I bet their Emperor will make an effort to rescue
Not
Gaspar's
good.
army. Kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, like the war has truly begun. Wait, we didn't talk to Arval, as usual.
Incidentally,
This will be your first time in Magdred. I hear a dense fog blankets the land there. I wonder if you'll be able to manage. What do you mean? Don't try to hide it. We both know you can be directionally challenged
tiresome.
sometimes. Just spare me the grief of having to watch you accidentally wander into enemy encampments. Oh, thanks. I appreciate the vote of confidence, really. Your support means the world to me, my friend. Whatever will I do without your support? You know, your loving, your care. I can't figure out why Lonato would start such a reckless fight. He might hold a grudge against the church because of my stepbrother, but to go so far as recruiting people from the city into his forces... The stepbrother, you mean Lonato's son, right? What's all this about a grudge against the
truth of it
church?
is-
The church found my stepbrother to be involved in the tragedy of Dusker and executed him. Wait, so the church are the ones who killed him? I get it if the church carried out the execution, but the church doing it doesn't make any sense. Fergus was in turmoil because of King Lambert's assassination, so the church stepped in and judged the perpetrators on its behalf. But the church gave no further explanation on its decision, not to Lonato nor anyone else in the kingdom. Sounds like there's more to the story, but anyway, I at least understand the situation with Lord Lonato now. I forget if he was involved with the Agarthans. I think they obviously they influenced. Wait. I know this is a generic model for, like, you know, the mage or whatever, the dark mage, or is it like warlock? But the Agarthans so frequently use that. It's kind of spooky to even see it. All right, now we have access to the Battalion Master, which will be nice. Welcome. I could recommend battalions to you. I'm certain having experienced troops on your side will be of great help.
Hello, you.
Chaplains. Oh, shit. All this is pretty based, actually. I mean, we have tons of money, right? So, you know. Duelists. Axes, swords, lances, gauntlets, tomes, bows, and monsters. I mean, you don't really need to worry about damage from monsters, right?
We have some truly capable.
I remember this. That's totally exploitable.
We have some true. We have
There you
some true.
Should be more than enough for anybody who needs them, right? Let's buy 2.
We have some truly
monsters.
capable people here.
I'm gonna buy enough so, like, if I do another playthrough, I have enough. Oh my god, this is what I mean about voice lines, people. If you're gonna make a game, please don't actually do this. Like, a voice line should only be able to fire off every so often. That's all I'm saying.
Capable people here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Wait, did I buy enough? Yes. Okay. All right. I think we're good.
Come back soon, all right?
Who's around here?
Hey,
Come here, it's set up. I gotta head back to Camelus soon. I'm just here so I can tell Lyria how things are going on the front. Probably end up coming back from time to time on business for her. A lot of the church people left in Camelus are elderly, so it's up to me to step up and do my best. Yeah, he's probably not playable. I'm getting the feeling.
How can I be of service?
Aryan Road is the seat of House Rose's power, is renowned as one of the most impenetrable fortresses in all of Fodlan. If we were able to defeat Lord Lonato and Magdred and then carry that momentum west to fell Aryan Road, we should be able to gather the advantage even in the face of the Imperial Army's superior forces.
Come on over. Welcome.
Yeah, Anna. Oh, Anna, it's a
Don't
pleasure to
pass
make your
this
acquaintance.
by.
If you find anything good out there, I'll add to my stock.
Welcome. Don't pass this
Oh, okay,
by.
she doesn't have any yet. All right.
that reminds me.
Recently, several of the church's scholars headed to Galatea territory, I believe at the invitation of the Count. Galatea is evidently an impoverished place devoid of anything but wild wastes. I guess they're working on some kind of reclamation project. In any event, I'm glad that both us and them are going to be helping the people of the kingdom. All right, I didn't know that Galatea is a wasteland, basically.
Hey, you.
Now, it's you. I appreciate the assist back in ALL. The name's Catherine, or Thunder Catherine, if you will. I'm one of the Knights of Saros, good to be fighting by your side. And Shez, I'm serving as a commander for the time being. I've heard a lot about you. Folks say you know your way around a sword. Lay Reyes gave us direct instructions to come help the Kingdom Army. The church is grateful the Kingdom took them in despite the dangers. We'll make sure we repay you the best way we know how on the battlefield. Alright, Supply Master, which we really don't even need to come here. Well, we can. I mean, we don't have to deliver anything, I don't think, right?
Everything has its use.
I mean, like, yeah, there's a reason to come here to pick up items. That's about it, blacksmith. Hand over your weapons and I'll forge them good. Remember, the only thing standing between you and death is the weapon in your hand. That is a very good quote, actually. Okay, so she just has it. Oh, yeah, the Sword of Saros is for her. Gotcha. Divine Glow and Monster Aegis. Caduceus Staff. Divine Glow and Far-Reaching Magic. And the Spear of Assault. What does Divine Glow do? Restores a large amount of HP at regular intervals. I mean, that's helpful, but if you're trying to go for score and, like, trying to get the A ranks and everything, like, you're never really gonna... Oh, wait, hold on. Man, people give me some of the weirdest fucking... the weirdest shit. Hold on a minute. What the fuck is going on with this? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened with my OBS. Like, shit got fucked up. I don't know why. Okay, we're good. I just had to really quickly make sure, like, everything in my OBS kind of just, like, reset over the weekend. I don't know if it's because I was recording or why, but it did, so here I am.
See you around.
There's nothing else really to get out of that.
Indeed.
I know Lord Lonato. He served Rufus for a long time, you see. I heard that Castle Gaspar was granted to him on the recommendation of the Grand Duke. However, the two of them clashed quite frequently, so maybe it was simply a way to rid himself of a bothersome man. The last time I saw Lord Leonardo was at Lambert's funeral, I believe. I could scarcely believe this is how we'll meet again. It pains my heart.
Greetings.
As we turn our forces to the south, the Margrave keeps his eyes on the north.
Goes.
He actually has another son in addition to Sylvain. No, wait, I shouldn't speak about matters pertaining to other houses. Leave it be. Not gonna ask. You don't want to say anything else? We could just drop it. Yes, let's. My apologies for bringing up such difficult matters. Now then, we've had intelligence that the enemy will employ a company of skilled mercenaries in the coming battle. We'll be well served to prepare for all manners of ferocity. Okay. I mean, obviously that's a reference to Sylvain's shitty brother, but he's cut from this game. I don't think he's significant enough to make it into the plot.
Hi.
Guess I'm with you people now. Ah, well, the beat's dying out there somewhere.
Honestly, I don't
Still
know.
think that I've ended up with the kingdom after all. It'll be a real hassle to have to explain all that stuff, though. Sure hope I don't run into her. Say nothing. Not loving this you staring at me in silence thing. You know, Happy, if she's not going to tell you, she's not going to tell you. That's just going to be the end of it.
Listen, I must be telling you.
As long as I am having a way to survive, I choose that, always. When I'm feeling relieved not to be fighting the Empire again soon, I can be giving my full strength now. For relief, I imagine you're none too enthusiastic about fighting former allies. Yes, however, as being inevitable, I will be having to steel my heart. Right now, I'm only focusing on the fight in front of me. I cannot be affording to worry about who I am facing.
Time to
Do we even
work
have
you
to
into
do
shape.
anything? I mean, I guess, right? I guess now we have enough people. We could assign pretty much anyone who's not assigned into a thing and have them train, I guess. Right, so like Happy and Flame. We still don't have enough people. We'll have to do Petra and Sedith. Yeah, Swordmaster, or Moral Savant, sorry. Alright, and I guess everyone else is good, right? Ingrid. Let's do Cavalier. Alright. Well, that didn't take long.
I'm a better man now.
Shrink 2.
For His Majesty.
Swinging Fury. Okay, let's change this. It's unfortunate. I don't think this game is actually going to get any DLC. I kind of get the feeling this game is going to be more or less as it is, and it's not going to really change. Like, I feel like if by now they probably would have announced it. Maybe they're just, like, keeping it under wraps and keeping it, you know, behind the scenes. But I feel like usually, like, how long did it take for Hyrule Warriors for them to talk about adding DLC?
I'll be able to help you.
I have no idea, and that's why I'm just, you know, generally curious, right? Oh, we have to unlock stuff. Or we could just get the basic classes out the way, I guess. There we go, Priest. Literally just don't have enough units.
Got to give. No.
Death Blow. Okay.
How?
The more...
Yeah, I find that later on I'll just deal with all of this. Right? We don't have to sweat it right now. We can worry about it later. Okay, so I need to give Rodrigue a new class. I need to give Sylvain a new class because we're out. Okay.
Time to work you into shape.
Sylvain. We can unlock Paladin, so let's have him become a Paladin, but then we'll have him train another class. We'll have him train all the intermediates. Some of the intermediate classes have really good skills, and we need them to, you know, use that. We need to get people's authority up, which means we need to have them get to the highest class possible. Mortal Savant probably will be decent. I'm also going to unlock Armor Knight. Because if you want tanky units, you kind of have to do that, right? Like, you need to have it... I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Okay, you cannot swap from this menu. That's great. That's always good. But yeah, that's why I like to make all of my future classes, like, anyone who's a physical fighter, you want them to get Pavis. You also want them to get Aegis as well. Those are just, like, particularly really good classes for them. Alright, same thing for him. I think Warrior might give Death Blow, so I have to put people on that. Sadly, a lot of the Wyvern classes don't really feel that great. I kind of feel the same way about that in Three Houses. A lot of the flying classes are not very helpful in that game. Like, they're okay, right? Like, if obviously having them is better than not having them, but you really only need, like, maybe one flyer. I find that flyers frequently have too many, like, problems, you know? Like, they have too many counters, right? You know, they could have a dude with a sword show up and just completely murder them. You could have a guy with a bow just completely destroy them. Like, that's why I don't really like to use a lot of flyers in Fire Emblem, given the choice. Because they give you one in Valentia. They give, what do they give you? They give you, what's her name? Est? And I just remember having such an awful time trying to squeeze her into any combat engagement because, like, everything counters her and she doesn't do enough damage. So I just started using her as a magic soak because Pegasus Knights just soak magic. And, like, you could argue that that's, like, her whole purpose, right? Is to use her as a physical, you know, as a physical tank or a magic tank, right? But I don't know. Valentia is a very interesting game because you basically have to raise two different armies of people, and they cannot, what the fuck? You have to raise two different armies of people, and it gets complex to say the least. I meant to also unlock Brigand. I'm gonna have to go buy some advanced seals, but we're so full on money, and we're not gonna have anything to spend it on this time because we all have enough weapons, we all have enough everything. The New Game Plus in this game is more like a true New Game Plus, and it shows, and it's completely busted. Like, there's nothing that's gonna, you know, keep up with this. Like, we're basically set. Unlike Three Houses, where they basically dump everything. So that's why, like, at the end of Three Houses, you have to fucking convert everything to a renown, which just takes extra time, you know.
I believe.
Okay. Yeah, change it. It's fine. Table turner. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think we're good. We're not. I changed Sylvain's fucking class, and I already hate it. Alright, I have to remember to change that back. I'll do it after this. Oh, okay.
I can't wait.
Boost critical?
Got to give. No.
No!
I'll be able to help you.
No!
Yes.
This will help.
Ah.
Have I?
Did I not give Flane anything? I mean, like, what classes could you even put Flane on? Like, actually. Like, realistically, what? Dancer, I guess? So maybe she might be a decent dancer, actually. That could probably work out. So I had her doing Three Houses.
I could use this.
Because she's kind of like a free unit on almost every path, so that's why.
I work to grow.
Yeah, I might have to stop doing this.
Have I regained my...
Okay. Felix Master Thief. Okay, I'm gonna unlock classes for Felix and Flame real quick.
Work you into shape.
Oh no, he has to do fighter. Okay, well in the meanwhile I can unlock assassin, since we have so many of these.
I'll reach.
Okay. And then we'll put him on thief anyway, or we'll put him on fighter. Flame we can boost. We have to unlock bishop, we have to unlock mage. And then I'm gonna have her work Myrmidon, I guess. Because, like, the magic tree in this game is so short. Like, basically, your mages will cap out the fastest out of almost any class. Like, I get that this game, you know, they want you to play, like, you know, specific classes and stuff. Do thief. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, but I feel like Trickster is better for her than Swordmaster. Not by much, obviously, but, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Because, like, I guess the end game is, I don't know if you can, like, use characters from other routes that don't appear in the route, or at least aren't recruitable. But I'm assuming that like the best thing to do for most classes would be like some merger, right? Because like that's the one thing I think would be kind of lame is if you can't use any other routes. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I have nothing to do with him. Okay, whatever. We'll just leave him. I guess we could send him down the magic route as usual. Do we even need to level up? I mean, I guess.
Can't.
Just gotta do this for the first session, and then after this, we'll probably be good to go. To do. I don't really see myself using to do that much, but like hypothetically, just in case, I'll raise his level. We shouldn't need to raise people's levels anyway. You don't really need to raise anyone's level in this game, if I'm being completely honest. Like, once you start using somebody, they really start to get like high level on their own. Like, you don't have to really do shit.
I hope I...
Yeah, okay. That's like all the characters I probably would use, and her, I guess. That's kind of it. Like, that's all the units I'll probably need. I think we acquired enough classes. Okay. Alright. Cool.
Can't wait.
Let's
to
dump
see
all
how
the
you
chore
do.
points, and then we could go from there.
Care to make yourself useful?
Yeah, I don't even think they updated this game. I don't think like anything really changed with this game at all, you know? I'm pretty sure this game is as it was when it came out, and that's it. I will have to play Golden Deer again in both Three Houses and this game, so I can unlock everything. So at some point I will probably play Golden Deer again. Probably not anytime this year. I just can't see that happening because I have so many other things to play and do. So probably next year I'll replay Golden Deer, or maybe I don't want to say like the year after that, because now we're getting way too far into the future. Like, I couldn't even begin to tell you like how far away that like that imaginary date is. But I just want to not like, you know, I don't want to get too into something and then like promise it and then it totally doesn't happen, and then I feel bad. I wonder if Sylvain and Petra even have an
all must
association.
do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Dimitri Felix is absolutely hilarious. Oh yeah, I don't really want to sit through fucking supports. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure I'm gonna end up skipping good ones.
Expect, and yet.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Do we have enough people to do this? To do Ash.
This is...
Oh no.
Okay.
We all
cool.
must do our care to make yourself useful.
We're running out of people. Dude, does Seth like doing anything that she likes? Wow, they're neutral. What a shocker. Why do they have a C rank?
I did fairly.
A job well done indeed.
Okay, anyway.
We all must do our fair
That's it. I don't think we have enough people, right?
To make
We have an
yourself
odd number
useful?
of people. Yeah, Happy is the only person out. Oh, we could just... You could start a task with someone helping you by yourself. I didn't know that. Never mind. Well, there you go. It's just the two of us.
We all must do our fair share.
I didn't even know you could do that. I played through all of Verdant Wind, or what was it, Golden Wildfire. Didn't know. I think Castle Gaspard's in Row territory, which is very close to Dominic
The thing
lands.
is-
I actually met Count Row myself. Well, I guess we only spoke a tiny bit. He was always going off on his attendance. Honestly, he didn't make a very good impression on me. We're fighting Lord Lanao and the Empire's army. That makes sense we have to face Count Row next.
Oh.
Don't imagine they just opened up their gates and lay siege to the castle with a large army. Nope, definitely not. Wow, that was weird. There was no voicing, and
To
the
tell
menu
the
didn't even come
truth.
up correctly, I don't think. As I understand it, the Southern Church is one of the churches in Adressia that's part of the Saros faith. They apparently had a doctrinal dispute with the Central Church a long time ago, but the old Southern Church and the modern one must be entirely different, right? Ask. What do you mean? Aren't they the same organization with the same doctrine? Well, the present Southern Church is actually under the Empire's command. Their bishop abides by the Emperor's dictates as well. The bishop's name escapes me, but if I recall, he's the father of one of the students who was in the Black Eagles. I wonder if the people in the Empire weren't surprised at all the changes regarding the church. I imagine I'd be a little confused myself if something I'd taken as a given was suddenly rejected. Okay, well, we know how you are. I mean, that's just the kind of person you are. Imagine that. Imagine my surprise.
Excuse me. Good day.
I shall be joining the Kingdom Army in this fight as well. Of course, I did not just up and come here. I secured Lei Rei's permission first.
Come on.
Alright. That means you can fight at least a little. Glad to have you. Goodness, a little. I will have you know that despite my appearance, I'm quite accustomed to the battlefield. And on a note, Seth and I look forward to fighting alongside you.
A moment.
Okay.
My thanks.
The Archbishop is both moved and deeply grateful the kingdom has accepted us. In her view, it would be lamentable if we met your noble deeds with our own failure to cooperate. Bearing that in mind, we dispatch a portion of the Knights of Saros to rush to your aid.
Huh?
Get the reason why you're going to fight too. You're not a knight, just the Archbishop's assistant. And as such, it is my responsibility to stand at the vanguard and oversee the battle in Lady Rei's stead. The Knights of Saros are the finest in the land. They are every bit as equal to the King's army. I have no doubt we will be of great service to you. Okay, that's good. And lastly, Felix. And I guess Dimitri.
That reminds
Oh no,
me.
we already spoke to Dimitri. Back when I was about 14 or 15, the boy and I went out west to help quell the rebellion. That's when I witnessed the beast inside him. I know exactly what I saw. Tell me, do you think you can imagine the look on his face when he slew the enemy commander?
Let's see.
We're talking about Dimitri. I have no idea. He's so detached when he strikes down enemies now. Now I'll tell you, he smiled. He stood over the enemy commander's miserable corpse and smiled, drunk on his own bloodlust. Now that I know the commander was deeply involved in the Dusker incident, it's not wrong to want revenge. When I look at him, it makes my stomach turn. And that fucked up his relationship for life with him, by the way. He took one look at how he was, and he was like, yeah, you enjoy this. This is great.
Well then.
I expect you to know Lord Lanao is Ash's adopted father. As long as Ash is resolved to fight, we shouldn't interfere.
Please.
However, Lanao will likely be a difficult opponent for our friend. Please bear that in mind. Okay, sure. As with any Fire Emblem game, you can have people kill their best friends. Isn't that the best part of Fire Emblem? That's my favorite part of Fire Emblem, when you have characters who have actual history. Like, they have to fight it out. That's one thing I like about replaying Fire Emblem games, is like all these characters who have like unique history together. Like you have them all talk and you know, right before they fight, you get more out of it than just like a random showing up, you know? That's one thing I didn't really like about Fates, is that because 90% of the cast are like retainers, they're not really important, so they don't really have anything of value to add, you know? And that's the unfortunate part, is that most of the people in Fates just don't have any bearing on the plot. They're just there because they're retainers to the actual characters who matter. There's basically like 10 characters that matter in Fates, and then everyone else just kind of doesn't matter, which is why I much prefer this game. Like to say like I like Fates. Fates is a good game
Felix,
for when it came out. I know people were salty about the whole you have to buy both paths of the game, and I agree it is kind of dumb. You cannot deepen your bonds with non-ally units. Yeah, okay, so maybe you can't recruit Lysithea at all in this path, see? Because it's locked. Oh, no, you know why? Because it's maxed out, that's why. Okay, never mind. That's wrong. I was wrong. That's why. So everyone else, see, they don't let you. Alright, anyone else? Okay. Oh, they'll have a little mark, right? Alright, we'll take some time. There you go, Felix Mercedes. This is their only conversation for some reason. You got people that go to school with each other and have no... Well, I guess they didn't really go to school in this timeline. But yeah, you have people that are, you know, more or less close, right? And they don't have anything to say to each other, basically. Okay, Ingrid Rodrigue. I'm just gonna do this to get the credit. I know we could sit here and watch this, but it is what it is. Plus, it gives incentive for you to go watch it. Hilarious. And play the game. That way they can't say I'm stealing all their money, or whatever. Okay, the Record Keeper. The Record Keeper. You reflect on your previous battles here. The past has much to teach us. Come here whenever you wish to ponder your previous actions.
Do you wish to reflect on?
There you go, all S ranks. Yeah, I didn't get this shit. I mean, I guess you could go back and you know, refill in everything. Okay.
I'll continue gathering
So
records
we're making
of
solid
your
progress, so we
battles.
should get ready. Yeah, let's go. Unfortunately, it does take about 30 minutes, even in this game, just to get through everything, you know? It takes a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a bad thing, but... Maintain order and caring. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Okay. 500 enemies. The mission time limit expires. Alright, so like I said, the whole goal is to not use Shez as much as possible. What are these guys using? Oh shit, they got Defender's Tomes? That's hilarious. See, the thing is that nobody in Blue Lions is a brawler by default. Like, nobody. So, like, you're kind of a little bit at a disadvantage. I should make Sylvain a brawler, just for the memes, honestly.
If that's what you want.
Why does he have Thunderbrand? What? We're breaking the timeline here. Holy shit. Where the hell did they give him this? Probably because it's the best E-rank sword that we have, and Catherine's not around. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. Alright, he's at, what, an E? Can we have him use Knuckles? Honestly, yeah, I'm fucking change his class. Oops. Fuck it. I'm gonna make Sylvain a brawler. I cannot make him a brawler. That's hilarious. You know what? I don't want to... Okay, not this fight. I don't want to have to back out now that I'm already in the battle. What? From auto battle, you can say how units will act when not given direct orders? I went in here by accident.
I can do this.
I'm just gonna play as Dimitri, honestly. This whole map is casters, isn't it? Somewhat. I mean, we have a level advantage. We'll be fine. 500.
Let us cut through our foes.
And the usual. Alright, I have to remember how to play, because I certainly don't remember how to do this.
Stay strong.
I'll do my best.
Just have him go over here.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Shall we?
Aren't we all?
Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can.
We can win this.
Dude, the fucking rolling in these games is always the best. Okay, I remember now. You can charge up Dimitri's moves. That's what I remember now. Yeah, so you can, like, charge this up, and it changes the properties of the move.
Take it for ourselves.
Yeah, I gotta remember which one is which, though. Because some of the moves I think were really good. But because I only really played, like, one actual stream of this, I didn't really learn how to play Dimitri that well. That's the one I like. I like that move. That's like every combo, every time you play one of these games, there's like one combo that's like good in like 90% of situations. The remainder of them, like, yeah, there's like niche combos that are okay, right? So, like, that's usually the best one. Okay. I forget how these missions work. Do the side missions show up only when you've killed like a set amount, or are they gonna show up sooner than that?
Let's press our advantage further.
Yeah, that move is so good.
I'm glad that went well.
Which one's this? I don't think you're immune during that, which is why I kind of miss Lorenz. He's absolutely busted in that regard.
Let's make the most of this.
She landed, no, she was electrified, and she took fatal damage.
For the rest of us to do if you keep that up, Your Majesty.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that move, because if you don't break someone's guard, you can't push them into. The whole goal is to, like, trap enemies into moves so they can't get out, basically. I think a large chunk of this, yeah, see, he didn't get knocked because he's like an actual commander. It's like, when you have actual commanders, like, they don't take damage like that. Like, they don't get pushed around. Alright, let's see. I like how they give you super armor, though. They actually give you super armor through that. I mean, it would be kind of useless if they didn't. Like, I know it relies on, like, you not taking damage, right? But that's actually really good. See? You take the damage. Like, they can't break your focus. Because, like, it would be kind of bad if you took 1 or 2 hits and then it immediately busted your focus and then you just lose it. Like, I guess that would be the trade-off because Dimitri is so powerful physically.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
They're pretty nice about this game, in fairness. I kind of wish that Astra was still in this game. Oh, that's it? I even noticed.
Thanks for the help, everyone. We couldn't have done
That's why these
this
missions
without
are always
group
lame
effort.
when the count isn't that high. Completely zoned out. There you go. I guess the goal would be to get S ranks and everything, right? So I guess what we'll have to do is we'll have to go back to Golden Deer at some point. I mean, I have to replay it anyway so I can max out everybody's relationships, basically. I mean, all that shit gets carried over. So I guess what you could do is you just New Game Plus. They give you a lot of saves, really. So we'll just redo everything and just fucking whatever. And given enough time, that's what I would do. Because I would go back and I would, like, you know, replay everything and all that. Probably have to do 2 playthroughs of each, you know?
Striking out on his own was idiotic to the utmost degree.
Oops.
Had he only been more patient, we could have all joined with the Imperial Army's main corps and mobilized as one cohesive
what's this guy's
unit.
name?
It seems
Gwendol,
the kingdom's
yeah.
offer of shelter to the Central Church incensed him to act. You know how deeply Lord Lenato's hatred for the Church and their kind has festered. Ever since the day they brought a blade down on his son's neck.
But what of his adopted son? Wasn't he made a knight of the royal family?
Yeah, I don't care.
For a time, he served
I
the
want
Grand Duke of
vengeance.
Etha as well. I can't possibly fathom what the man is thinking.
And perhaps he's not thinking. The matter seems rather open and shut to me. He possesses a burning hatred for both the Church and the Archbishop at its head. Just as they deserve the ultimate punishment in Lenato's mind, so too does the King, who has chosen to take them in.
If only he'd slowed down for a moment to consider how his ridiculous actions would affect me.
Because it's all about
I carried out my betrayal of the kingdom with the promise of imperial protection of our territory firmly in sight.
Dude, you're on the wrong side of Aragon
That will,
Road.
of course, all be for naught if this ends with our lands razed to the ground and my head skewered on the lance of the enraged King of Fargus.
I imagine he will be quite angry. Yes. We should prepare ourselves for what's to come.
If Lord Lenato and his men fall, Aryan Road is sure
Yeah, Aryan
to be
Road's
met
probably
with a
next
siege.
chapter.
In which case, we hand it back to the kingdom. A peace offering, if you will. But if Lenato emerges victorious, we defect to the Empire as planned. Both sides covet the fortress. Whichever way the winds of war blow, we only need match them to stay afloat.
Are you sure, Your Excellency? Normally you'd balk at such cagey behavior.
Don't play dumb with me, Gwendol. You've said it yourself. There will be no shame in surrender as long as you fight tooth and nail to the end.
Alright, sounds good. I like how he's just a generic grunt, like he's just a generic actual model. I kind of wish they gave all the villains in this game like actual things. Like there's a couple other ones that are just generic, especially from the Agarthans. The kitchen is captured? Oh no, what will he do, man? We need the food. Are you serious? Where the fuck is the kitchen? I'm guessing that's the inner one. Mercedes is good. Ash isn't, but I mean, his level automatically makes him good in almost every single engagement, more or less. We're just basically gonna run Dimitri this whole game, pretty much. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything really to check about most of the people that I have. I think most of them are just good enough as is. Alliance Guard. What is she? Bishop? What are bishops weak to? Fists, right? Priests? No. Champions? Come on, there you go. Yeah, we give her Kingdom Master archers. We should probably do this for everybody. He has the Alliance Guard, which is good. I mean, can he take an A rank? No, not yet. We're getting there. He has it. Alright, he has an E. So he needs something that's good against swords. There we go. Shez doesn't need anything. We really shouldn't even be using Shez, honestly. Alliance Infantry. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I had to think about that so much. I had a complete, like, mind wipe. We're never using Annette. I'm never using her. Paladin. There we go. Actually, we don't have enough. I should have bought 3 of each. Oh well, we're not going to use Rodrigue either, I guess. Alright, that's pretty much everyone's everything, so... We'll just have these guys just be around, right? We don't have to use them right away, so we could just leave them. Flame might be decent to use, right? Luminous Prayer gains a chance to spawn an orb of light around the unit, perform regular attacks, press ZR to fire a beam of light towards all orbs. When the unit recovers HP, their action also recovers half. When orb is seized, reduces damage taken. Second in command. When the unit collects a recovery item... Oh, okay. So when you collect the recovery item, it automatically spreads it to everyone else in the party or nearby. Windswept. Okay, whatever. Probably not gonna use any of them.
Let us cut through
it's
our
cool that they
foes.
actually give Seth like some powers, you know.
I'm here to defend you. We can still reverse our fortunes.
Hold on, what is it? 500? Okay. They just want some food, man. What can I say? It's some late night grub. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's nighttime. You know, people are hungry. Like, why else? Like, what else? Why else would people fight over a kitchen? You gotta eat, dude. What was that great clip someone said once? It was like, boys gotta eat. And I didn't fucking, like, cap it at all. I'm so salty because when I heard it, I fucking, like, burst out laughing. I forget what it was about specifically. But he was like, boys gotta eat. And I'm like, oh my god. I had an actual, like, massive tech moment. Shit was hilarious, man. That's what I mean. Like, if you see something funny on the internet, we're kind of at the point where you just gotta, like, fucking download it. Like, there's a ton of sound clips I just never put on, There's a ton of sound clips I never put on the fucking channel soundboard. And I need to do it. What? Oh yeah, the hitbox is fucked up again. That's right. You don't have to charge every single one. It might not be the best, right? Like, this would work just fine. It's really if there's like a group or something.
Retreat!
Where's my Hey Chicken Wuss clip? Fuck, I don't know. It's somewhere on the soundboard. I haven't played it in so long. I don't even know where it is, I'll be honest with you. Oh, here it is. Give it a minute. My fucking Elgato has been so awful. Give it a minute. It'll warm up.
Comrades after this.
You won't, you're dead. Oh, I guess you mean the afterlife? I don't know. Uh-oh. Give it a minute. It's still loading it.
Hey, chicken wuss.
You shall pay.
Ah, fuck. Okay, let's get her. I also have this. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Here it is.
I didn't ask you for your garbage opinion.
That whole sequence in Kingdom Hearts 3 was so fucking good, man. You know, I was digging, like, so I was talking about how I missed that one Tales of Arise part. Like, unironically, they always sound like a rooster when they do that. It's ridiculous. don't mean to shit on the voice actors who did it. It just I can't unhear the chicken in that.
Stop now.
Don't tire yourself out, Gore.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Suck my dick.
Allow me to fight alongside you.
Okay, help the mage reach the destination. Oh no.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Xeon Prime. Yeah, the whole ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, like, see, that's the thing I will say is, like, I know there's, like, a decent amount of, you know, actual... Wait, what? Oh, okay, I thought I finished this one. Hang on, let me...
We're not losing to anyone!
Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's the end of the mission. We could end it, yeah. There's no reason not to. What? I'm right here. Yeah, I don't like his class skill, the whole, like, throwing stuff. I'm not a huge fan of that.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
Bye. Oh shit, no! Okay, we didn't kill the archer. Because I have to open the chest. Let me do that quickly. Let me have Mercedes do it, actually. How do I bring up the battle map? There we go. It's been a while. It's not second nature for me. There we go. Alright, let her open the chest.
I hope our founder, King Luke, would be proud of this feat.
She opened it, right? There's not really a big fanfare when she does it. Okay, well, the mage reached their destination. I forgot all about them.
We'll need to care for this stronghold like one of our own.
Okay. Is that it? Okay, that's it.
This is ours now.
This is mine now.
I refuse to hold back.
What was I saying about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, I feel like the whole opening part of the game just kind of sucks dick. Like not badly, like it's not bad or anything, but you can tell like the major portion of the game is that like 5 or 6 hour finale where they tie up everything. I feel like they kind of put them in the worlds, like, I don't know, I just felt like Tangled and Frozen and Big Hero 6 were just in there because they're new. So they kind of wanted to have like product placement. I don't really feel like, you know, the worlds themselves like thematically lent themselves too much to like the Kingdom Hearts story, right? Because like, I don't know, maybe it's just like classic Disney just feels a little bit more at home in Kingdom Hearts than like the new modern, like guaranteed 3D CGI, you know, shows. Maybe it's just I don't have an attachment to them. Like, even though I didn't watch a lot of these Disney movies when I was a kid, I still like vibe with them because that's from my era a little bit more. Because Kingdom Hearts is a game from my era, right? Like, or I guess from our era, because we're both about the same age. So it's like, I don't know. It just feels like they put Frozen in, and I don't remember anything memorable about the whole Frozen arc at all. Like, it was just a thing that was in there, and then they sang the song, and Larcene was in that world for some reason, and then that was it. Like, I don't mind, yeah, like, Moana, I mean, I've never seen Moana. I don't watch any of this Disney garbage, I'll be honest with you. But what I will say, like, I'm totally fine with them having these worlds in, obviously. Okay, let's go do the thing with Sylvain. But, like, you know, if they want to put in Encanto or whatever, you know, the new era Disney stuff, right? Then just make sure, like, it kind of goes with the story. Because I never will forget this, and I talk about this with my friends all the time. I got fucking content ID'd on my Kingdom Hearts playthrough. Like, Kingdom Hearts is just content ID central. But I actually got, like, videos blocked worldwide because they thought I was uploading the fucking movie. And I'm like, bro, if you thought I was uploading the movie, why are you IDing me? Why did you not strike me? What the fuck is going on here? So they, like, I think it was the Tangled world and then later the Frozen world got content ID'd and blocked worldwide. I'm like, dude, this is literally from a video game. Do the video game sequences mean nothing to you? And so the little snippet that they actually, like, cited it, because when you get content ID'd, they tell you exactly what part of it got struck. I don't think we can do it. Oh, we can. Okay, we just have to do one fight. That's fine. They tell you exactly, like, what got struck. You know what I mean? So they showed me, okay, well, it's this portion we think is the movie, so go fuck yourself. And I look at it, and it's a part of the cutscene. because the game just looks like the movie. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? And Sora's nowhere in there. As soon as Sora came back on the screen, they're like, that's the game again. It doesn't even make any sense. It's all YouTube bullshit, but nothing you could really do about it, honestly. I knew the risks when I made a playthrough of this game, okay? Like, I knew what the risks were, basically. Alright. But yeah, like, I just feel like Sora is just there. Like, you know, like in the other worlds, I feel like you have good soliloquies and stuff with some of the characters. And I feel like, you know, you just spend more time getting to know people, right? Like, it just feels more encompassing, I guess is the way I would put it, you know? Like, it feels like Sora actually does something in the world's like, you know, and says things. Like, I don't remember anything memorable about that game. And I literally played the shit out of Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out. Other than Pirates of the Caribbean. But Pirates of the Caribbean is just fucked for me because of everything that happened with poor Johnny Depp. Like, that shit was just fucked. Terrible. So, like, I can't even look past that because they booted him out of his own... They booted him out of fucking Fantastic Beasts... what is it? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's fucked up. It's fucked up what happened to Depp. And that doesn't stop Twitter from having a fucking We Love Amber Heard hashtag the whole fucking time. Like, that call doesn't exist. Like, it's nuts, man. Motherfuckers can't just let a man be a fucking dude and just try to fucking cope. Lost his mom and he has to deal with this shit, and they still say he's the bad guy. It's just terrible. It's so tragic what happened to Depp.
Different road?
For one of the most, like, I guess we'll make him a brawler. I have nothing else to do with him, honestly. Sure, fuck it, why not? Give him Killer Knuckles. Yeah. Yeah, we can't use the Vajra Mushti. We can't use those. Honestly, the Killer Knuckles are basically the best ones, pretty much. Even if they don't have the might, I mean, just the luck boost is automatically god tier, so... Oh, we could give this to someone else. We could give this to, what's his name? Other guy, Ash. Why are we... No reason not to. Does Ash have an item? Dexterity, there we go. Yeah, he could hold the lamppost, and now he won't have any vulnerability. Perfect. And we don't need fencers anymore. We need, what's good against these guys? Bows? Yeah, there you go. Strength +2. There you go. Desperation. Alright, cool. It's unfortunate. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is just like, I don't know, man. And they're already announcing Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, look, let Final Fantasy 16 come out, and then let's see what happens with Final Fantasy 16. Because that's what I kind of care more about. Like, I cared more... It's ironic, because I kind of cared more about Kingdom Hearts 3 than I did 15 a little bit. Like, because 15 was not versus 13, and I knew that before I went into it. But I wasn't sure... Like, obviously, when I actually played it, it was way fucking worse than what I thought it was going to be. So, like, I went into that kind of thinking, okay, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be cool because, you know, like, you know, you get to see all the characters and stuff, and it just ended up being, like, kind of, I don't know, man. I feel like they kind of just had a bunch of random 3D movies in there because it was new, and I just feel like Kingdom Hearts as a franchise just works better with the older stuff. And I don't want to sound like a fucking meme lord or something, you know what I mean? But, like,
hey.
They gave us a map? Oh, torch, okay. Because we're out battling the fog later. Horses are tied up in the stable. They don't look to be doing very well. Okay. Yeah, sure. No worries. You take double that, honestly.
So, what do you think?
You take the rest of us in the battle. The Armored Company. The Brawlers will stay behind. Alright, free the prisoners. Total enemies defeated this chapter. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. But yeah, I don't know. I never was big into Disney, and so, like, me being into Kingdom Hearts is kind of like from the Final Fantasy end of it a little bit. And even that wasn't really, like, it's not, like, even anywhere close to, like, Final Fantasy, you know? So, it's a little bit weird for me to be like, oh, I love Kingdom Hearts, because I do, and I respect it, and I think it's a great franchise. It's just weird because...
Time to go.
There you go, our Killer Knuckles, Wodao, Foreign Tome. What the fuck does a Foreign Tome do? I have no idea. Okay, but everyone does something besides Dimitri. Dimitri's always just the wild card. We can just use him whenever.
Let us cut through our foes.
But yeah, I don't watch any of the new Disney stuff. I mean, I haven't really enjoyed anything. I haven't enjoyed movies or anything like that in a long time.
It's worth a shot.
The only movies I think I really liked in the last like several years was like
let's give it a shot.
The Sonic movie I saw in theaters. I didn't see Sonic 2 in
Hear
theaters.
you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'm trying to think what else. Like that's what I mean. Like I don't really watch movies. Like there's not really anything to watch from movies.
I'll make short work. Rescue them at once.
Oh no, I had to change everyone's outfits. I forgot. Whoops. Look at this clown. He shows up in his underwear. Is Raphael this fast? Spotted a brawler being attacked. Well, what the fuck? Why can't I do any heavy moves? Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of work to do with this.
We're not losing to anyone.
Dude, Brawler might be one of the most fun classes to play in this game. I love Brawler. Brawler is so fun in this game, and I didn't even touch it at all in Three Houses, and it's so much fun to play in this game.
You did it.
Now beat up the nerds. Let's do it. What moves did I even equip? I actually don't even know.
Please, hurry.
Battle Trance? Oh, it's actually low key.
What's next?
Where is it? What the fuck? Dimitri. Okay, I was about to say, how is this taking anything more than a few seconds?
Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Actually, no. Let's have Felix go save this guy, because we lose the mission if he dies. So I'll clean up for him.
Capturing stuff is what war's all about, right?
Cavalier appeared.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
I think that worked.
I mean, I just think it would be cool to really play this game a whole bunch and unlock like a whole bunch of stuff for people, you know? What? Wait, what? I'll play as Felix.
Hear you loud and come on. Let's get marching.
What?
Hear you loud and I'll make short work of this.
It's worth stand.
Let's
What the
give
hell's
this a
going on?
shot.
It's 50%. I forget. When it says they're in trouble, it's because they're at 50%. I always get like spooked that it's more than that. But yeah, that's why like I didn't ever upload Remind. I didn't really like it. I thought it was just bland. It was like it felt like cut content, honestly, which can be fine, you know, but it just felt like they didn't add anything, you know? Like, it's not just that it was cut content, it feels like it was like an original ending to the game a little bit, and then they just kind of took stuff out, you know? I don't know. I just didn't really like it. For $20, I felt like I wasted my money. Like, I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna play a game, you know, and do stuff, like, I gotta make sure, like, I feel like I get my money's worth out of it, really, more than anything. I mean, that's obviously, like, an obvious statement, right? Like, you don't want to feel like you just bought something that just exists just because. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that anymore.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Like, maybe when I was younger, I would get things like, oh, I'll buy the DLC for Dead Space, because the DLC for Dead Space will give me... What was it that it gave you? You get the DLC for Dead Space, and it gives you the fucking Rivet Gun or something. Or what was it? No, I gave you the Force Gun. The Force Gun that was, like, really good. And I was like, okay, it's like, what was it, like $5 or something? So I was like, sure, fuck it, why not? I don't really care that much. But now it's like $20 for a story that just feels empty and hollow and doesn't really feel like it has anything in it, you know?
Is that it?
Incredible as ever,
Kind of how I
Felix.
feel about
How
that.
about you take over my part too?
Did we kill him? Yeah, did we defeat the archer? Where is the archer?
We weren't strong enough.
Is that it? Yes, okay. I like to make sure that the side missions end before I fucking, you know, before I move on. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of crest activations when we were playing through before. I don't think there are a lot of crests that you'll see in this game. It might be a little bit more of a Three Houses thing, just, you know, luck being a little more on your side. To be fair, I didn't really level up crests until the end of the game. I probably didn't use characters who have really easy activations. Bye. He fucking slays him from behind.
Thank goodness we made it.
Flew down like
I hope there
Sephiroth.
aren't too many injuries.
I always thought when I first saw that scene, I thought it looked so cheesy. Obviously, I knew it was important because it was like, you know, it was a 1997 cutscene, a 1998. Like, I like that, like, clay CGI era where, like, Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy 7, like, all the live action, like, cutscenes, live action, all the, you know, the full motion videos and cuts in video games look like, I don't know, I like that look because I think it's like, you know, turn of the millennium for a lot of games, right? And then after that, like, the biggest way I could describe it is like Resident Evil 3 into Resident Evil Code Veronica. You know? Okay. But yeah, like Resident Evil 3 into Resident Evil Code Veronica. Code Veronica looks completely different. I don't know, I just feel like they had to really bake that harder. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to say that. You know? Basic building materials, we have to convert all of that. Okay. Obviously, we will do this. And then we'll go out and do something else. Felix, Sylvain. What the fuck are you guys using? Swords? Or axes? Bows? Tomes. Let me go back to camp, actually. I gotta change everyone's armor. Every time we get people, we have to change their armor and shit. Now, I guess we'll do some support convos. By do support combos, I mean skip them. Okay. What you got for me?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything
Not gonna get
has its
anything
use.
good. We're just gonna start piling up money. I mean, to be fair, we're gonna have to buy everyone's like full upgrades. So I guess that's gonna be expensive, right? So like, I guess your first round of playthroughs on this game, you're just gonna kind of be broke because you have to spend a ton of money to upgrade everybody. But we're not even at the point where we have that, so like we never have to talk to this dude again. It's in my tent.
Hey there.
Is it? Yeah. Change appearance. All units. And battle appearance. Standard issue. What the fuck is the no. Unique, right? What is the difference between these two? Standard issue and class-based. I have no idea what the difference is. But we do unique anyway, so there you go. Standard issue versus class-based. I'm so confused by that. Oh, okay, let's do this while we're here. Felix Ingrid. But yeah, it's a shame.
My apologies,
It's a shame
Felix.
what happened to fucking Saints Row as well. Saints Row apparently is fucking garbage, which no one could have seen that one coming. So, you know. It's always kind of interesting when they make a game, they shit on the fans while making the game, they fill it with a bunch of cringy bullshit that obviously a bunch of fucking idiots and boardroom execs came up with, and then they're like, yeah, this is the game, and if you don't like it, fuck you. They didn't actually come out and say that. Sometimes they do. But, you know, they didn't actually do that, but I remember they were very combative with people who didn't like the initial impression from it. And you know what? Like, look, sometimes I feel like the initial impressions that people get from certain games are kind of unfair, right? Like, I think a lot of people unfairly judge, like... I think Sonic Frontiers is going to be an okay game. I don't think there's going to be anything particularly wrong with it. What is that, Brawler? Yeah, okay. What the fuck are you up here? A bow user? Alright, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. What are we doing? Oh, there's definitely hidden objectives.
Let us cut through
200
our
enemies, too. That'll be fun.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to sweep you clean off the battlefield.
Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Okay. Defeat the archer and their allies. Oh, great. I like how now they tell you. We have to step on the battlefield to get the intel. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm doing anything.
More bitter than black as coffee.
Right, well, I have to kill 200 people, so we gotta make sure all these dudes die.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Alright, I think we almost have enough. I didn't have to do shit. There's nothing even to defend. It's like the most straightforward mission ever. Wait, what happened? Oh, golem. What the fuck? Is this the actual end of the mission? Alright, defeat the archer and the golem to win the battle. Alright, let's go do it. This man just got slandered. I'm telling you, people should be sleeping on Stormblood, legitimately. Stormblood, for what it is just sandwiched between two really good expansions that are, like, actually, like, okay. So, like, you know how, like, a lot of things at their face value are very straightforward and, like, are really whatever? Like, I feel like Heavensward is a very straightforward story about a nation fighting dragons. And Shadowbringers, obviously, without saying too much, is a very straightforward story about people who are suffering, right? I feel like Stormblood's, like, real strength is in its nuanced story. I feel like there's more to it because of how much world building it does. Because I don't have a problem with world building, because none of it's filler, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's a filler arc, I don't want to watch it. But, like, nothing about Stormblood is filler. In fact, a lot of what's talked about in Stormblood is very, very much relevant, even now, right? Like, I'm not just saying, like, people, places, locations, but, like, history, you know, different things that have happened in the world. And I think that that's, like, really important when you're building a game world to have it feel fully fleshed out. So people will shit on Stormblood all day and say, oh, well, it's not Shadowbringers. But right, because Shadowbringers, you know, it's not to say Shadowbringers lacks that kind of nuance. But I think, like, part of what makes Endwalker so cool is that, yeah, it has a very good story and a very straightforward whatever, but there's a lot of nuance. You go to a lot of areas that have been talked about in lore, endlessly, mind you, talked about in lore. And it's cool to actually, like, be there and say, oh, wow, so this is, you know, what Rad's Con is like. Oh, shit. This is what all these areas are like, you know? Like, that to me is, like, just as important as any other story. You know, any other part of the story is, like, having this big world to travel around. That's why I'm really kind of salty that they removed the 2 dungeon per patch rules. Yeah, like, Heavensward is just a good fantasy story. Like, I like Stormblood because it's less a story about you and more a story about people, like, coming to terms with their situation and everything. It's definitely not as, like, Warrior of Light centric, you know? Which is fine. Like, I feel like there's a lot of room for things to not always be about the main character. Like, some of my favorite anime... I hate that. I need to stop pushing empty action. I'm gonna get hit. No. Like, one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy, or about, you know, some anime, is when you have an arc that has nothing... Oh, shit, wait. Are we gonna make the time limit? Yes, we will. Okay. One of my favorite things about a lot of games or a lot of anime is like, oh, well, this is not an arc about the main character, you know, this is an arc about people around him, right? Because, you know, then these people around him have to, like, figure out, well, how are we going to do this? I like when my teammates are just standing around. Fuck. I have a better dodge than Raphael. I think people's dodges are actually, like, specific, to their class. I think it's because he's a fighter. I need to get him on Brawler. I think he gets a better set of combos on Brawler. Okay, we got plenty of time. I'm over here fucking sweating. Adept Flirt. Oh, because fucking what's her name's here. That's why.
We won.
I just think the game would have been a lot cooler. Okay, this is completely hindsight. But, like, the game would have been so much cooler if we had the trust system earlier. You know, I feel like that's why I like to play this stuff with trust, because I feel like when you play with people, right, like you can't really take your time in a roulette. Like people just want you to rush through it so they can get out. I mean, I think we've all been there. I don't think that that's a completely unreasonable feeling either. You know, you don't, once you've done something 1,000 times, right? Like I don't want to turn around and, like, it's unfair for me to say that to like newcomers, like, yo, can you pick up the pace? Like I want to get out of here. I want to go raid or something, right? Like I totally get that. So I don't want to, you know, be a dick to people. Obviously, you can only take male units. Okay. I don't want to be a dick to people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Vaughn and Fran was that funny, other than the one cutscene where they make fun of him or they get mad at him for something. I forget what. Oh, he asks her age or whatever. Like, that's completely unreasonable. This dude just finds out about people living, like, beyond mortal limits, and he's like, so how old are you? And they take it like I don't know. They take it like he just said something really fucked. It's really weird humor. I didn't really laugh too much because I feel bad because, like, Vaughn's not a bad character at all. Vaughn is a character that's supposed to be neutral. You know, like, he's just a kind of, I don't want to say a kid because he's not, but you know what I mean. Like, he's not like Balthier. Like, they could have made Balthier the main character and that would have been way too easy, and that's why they didn't, because if they made Balthier the main character, it's like subversion, but not like obnoxious, like modern day subversion, right? It's like we want to have characters that feel organic. What the fuck? Why are you going out here?
I'll do what I can.
I'm fucking ranting about shit. I mean, does it really matter who we send with what? So he's gonna get...
I'm here to help.
Okay. And they both went that way, which is excellent. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
I will be your shield.
Hear you loud and clear.
And there you go. Okay. I'll be off over here. Don't worry. You know, that's good. Yeah. Again, I like Final Fantasy 12 story because they have that nuance in the... Wait, where am I? Where the fuck am I? Oh, here. I like that nuance in Final Fantasy 12 story. You know, without it, I feel like the game would be a lot more boring. I feel like if you didn't have Vaughn to provide like a more balanced take and a, you know, a more, hey, like, you know, this affects the average people as well. Like when you idiots go to war, like my brother dies and things like that. Like I feel like it wouldn't be as good or interesting. You know, sometimes you need to have that like alternative. I don't have it. That alternative perspective. You know, I like that in games. It's not just social commentary necessarily, it's just in general. It's, oh, I couldn't it's just in general, you know, it's like it adds something more. And that's why, like, a lot of people shit on Vaughn, and I just really think he's not that bad of a protagonist at all. I think he adds a very good perspective to the entire... What?
After this.
Oh, there's another one. Wait, did I kill the wrong one? Oh, shit. Or are there two? I think there's two.
Let's do this.
The master it's all alternate universes. Everything in 14 is original to the game, to 14 specifically lore-wise. It might be a dead ringer reference to something from a previous Final Fantasy, but it's not, there's no canonicity, there's no like carryover. But if you know the plot from other games, you probably know certain things and references. That's about the most that they force you to really know, you know? What? How is he getting routed? What the fuck? I'm gonna get mad in a minute. How is he getting routed? Dude, Sylvain is fucking throwing the game? Hello? There you go. What the fuck?
There is no honor in being rewarded for such slaughter. I prefer to rejoice thinking of those I've managed to protect.
Okay, what else was I doing?
Doubt the other side fears anyone as much as they fear you.
Did we kill him? I think we did, yeah. Probably the magic. I don't know.
Playing with fire.
The Fran appearing. No, no, there's a canon to it. Play the Return to Evil East quest. There's a canon to it. There's not like it's not an Easter egg. It's like obviously yes, it's a reference to Final Fantasy 12 in and of itself, but it's not like we just put it in here just for shits and giggles. That's the near raids. The near raids are literally just there because, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we brought back all these things from that hit game that everybody liked because they waifued the shit out of 9S and 2B. And like, obviously it didn't start out like that. But you know, it kind of ended up that way. That's what I really remember is that the near raids did not start out feeling that empty, but then they totally ended up being that empty, and that's kind of what makes me really sad about it. Is like that was one of like my most hyped alliance raids because the mechanics were cool. It felt like, you know, you were actually playing near a lot. And then like, I don't know. I really like that alliance raid purely from the perspective of like having, oh my god, that move is so good. I like that alliance raid. It's really a tragedy what happened with it. I feel like it was unfinished. My personal, oh shit, it's Dorothea. Oh shit, wait, what? She works for Edelgard in this timeline. What's going on? I thought she was working with her fucking, what?
I'm more than just some pretty face.
Yeah, we know. You're also a gold digger.
I'm here and ready to give my all.
Alright, kill Dorothea. Let's go. Yeah, maybe you can't recruit her in this one. I have no idea.
I hope our founder, King Luke, will be proud of us.
Alright, are we good? Oh, we are way fucking good. Let's kill her.
Maybe there's a method to your madness after all.
This can't be happening.
What do you mean? You showed up on a losing battlefield. Oh, that was a side mission? I didn't even notice.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Oh yeah, that was his side mission. Okay. Are you serious?
Not good. They've got us on the back foot.
How much time I don't really have the time to do this. Oops, I don't know. Let's get the S rank. I care more about the S rank than anything else, and then we could, if one of the things is do all the side quests, then I will. Obviously, they're not going to give us anything that good in this chapter anyway, so whatever. Bye. She landed and died.
Did we make it? I could have sworn we were goners.
I love that. So they land, they take damage from the impact, and then I think a lightning bolt also shoots out. That's actually hilarious. Fucking love that, man. That is so good. Charm ring. I forget what charm even does. There's always a stat like luck or charm or charisma in every game, and I just never fucking remember what it does because it's usually like one of those stats that like does a ton of weird stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I never remember that ever. All right. Seems the residents fled somewhere. They left on some useful items. We don't care. Yeah, your officers. The enemy loses every tactic. We must be especially guarded. Yeah, says the guy would. Alright, thief can open that. A secret solo swim. What does charisma even do? I don't even know. That's the best part. I have no idea. What does charisma do in this game? Fuck it. Or is it charm? I think it's charm. No, it's charm. Why is it charisma? Is it charisma? Whatever. Let's do the support convo, and then we'll go back and we'll fucking finish things. Oh, we actually have points. I need to use them before I lose them. Use them before you lose them, am I right? Absolutely nuts, man. But that's one thing like I really like about 14 is that they have all these references and they combine them into this one big narrative. You know, they add them into the story. It's not just like, oh, Dalmasca was here just because we wanted a Final Fantasy XII reference. It's like, no, there's actually a history of things that have happened to it in this universe and other things like, oh shit, I don't think we've ever seen this.
We all have much
like there's a whole history of things that have happened to it and stuff like that, and I like that. And that's one thing that Stormblood does is like they have to divulge all this stuff that happened on the opposite side of the world, you know. Whereas when you were off doing things on the other side of the world, like yeah, like they heard about you. A lot of it is almost it's like
time to work you into
I don't want to say it's an isekai, but you know, it's like people know who you are, but they also like kind of don't, if that makes sense. We could also do Brawler to do. Can we get Sylvain to finish up fucking Brawler, please? That would be awesome. Man, we'll probably have to wait till next chapter, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy advanced seals, but those don't cost anything, really.
devote myself to this new path.
But yeah, that would probably be the one thing I would say. Like, it's like how WoW was a little bit. Like, for World of Warcraft, like, I'm pretty sure most people who played WoW probably played Warcraft 3, either before or after. And that's one of my favorite things about it. You have this big overarching narrative with multiple characters, multiple sides to it. You know, no one's really like a true hero, per se. I mean, there are, I guess, but everyone's like trying to work in their own self-interest, right? Not to be, you know, selfish or awful, but like nobody is like, I'm doing this for the good of everything and whatnot. And then like it was cool to see that plot line continued in World of Warcraft until they just took it completely off the fucking rails and ruined it. And that's what's really cool to me about a lot of games, is when you have, you know, all these characters coming together. Like you gotta have a cast of people that like you could see all sides of it, right? And that's one thing that I like about World of Warcraft so much, or I guess Warcraft 3, and why I think it's one of my favorite games of all time, especially from a narrative perspective. Oh shit, I didn't pick this up. Journal consisting largely of the world outside of Fodlan. Almyra, a great kingdom to the east of Fodlan. Its territory borders out of the Lesser Alliance, with the precipitous mountain range known as Fodlan's Throat acting as the dividing line. Its people maintain a strong legacy of horsemanship and relish in the thrill of battle. This vast kingdom is rich in fertile prairies, deserts, and mountain ranges. Albanea, a continent to the northwest of Fodlan. Its frigid climate is home to numerous rare and valuable species of flora and fauna. However, the human population there is extremely small due to this intense cold in the frozen earth, which is unsuitable for growing grains or other food crops. Morphus is the name of a metropolis of magic to the southeast of Fodlan, as well as the boundless desert that surrounds it. And the distant past is called the City of Illusion. Thanks to an intricate web of trading routes, rumors of its profound and mysterious magic continue to spread. I think we've seen this before, right? I feel like we have. They probably drop the same books regardless of what path you're on. So that way, no matter what you play, you can, you know, learn about stuff. Let's do the chores real quick.
Care to make yourself useful?
What, Ingrid, Felix? I'm trying to get people who actually have, like, conversations, I guess. I might record after this, honestly. I don't know if I want to record Xenoblade, per se. Oh shit, Renowned Mercenary. Alright, let's look at this support. And by look at it, I mean we'll look at how pretty it is.
What were you thinking?
This would fucking, like, triple the playthrough timer, so that's why I'm not doing it. I'm sure they're all great, like, actually. Like, I'm not just saying that to be dismissive. It's just, I know that if I start watching them, like, we're gonna be here all day. I'm not saying that supports are too long. I'm just saying that for a playthrough, like, it eats into my time, and I get zoned out a little bit. Even when I was playing Fates. I mean, Fates is literally just a bunch of text. Okay, wow, that doesn't really help. Training Grounds Developer 4. It's the first time I've ever been in this menu. Went on expedition 25 times, got a perfect conversation scored 10 times, volunteered 100 times. Wait, what was the one I just got? Culinary Commander. Oh, let's go cook. I don't think we cooked, actually. Grew stronger at the Tactics Academy. Oh, we need... You know why? We need to bring more people. That's why. Spend 500,000 while shopping. Facility Champion. Yeah, okay. That's easy, right? Smooth Talker. Hire 50 different battalions. That'll be easy. Achieve maximum morale 50 times. Gave gifts. C rank friend, B rank friend, A rank friend. Oh, I didn't give... Yeah, I just didn't do this. That's why. Weapon Repairer. Obtain a repaired Mercurius. Gravita. Yeah, we got Parthia. Okay. Hot Clear. Dragonclaw, Scholar's Tome. Obtained every spear type weapon. We're missing 3. Obtained 15 different axe. Oh, okay, so there's probably, what, 21 of each kind? 20, 21-ish. Yeah. Okay, well, we're getting there. It's probably... You know what it is? It's probably unique weapons from other people. That's probably what it is. Yeah, Lance of Ruin. I guess we're going to get that at some point. The Sublime Creator Sword. Crusher Owner. Blood Gang. Wait, this is Marianne's weapon. The fuck? I guess I missed it. Maybe there was a way to get it, and I didn't get it. A course scroll? It's probably for what's his name? Anna's shop on the world map. Maybe you could only visit it 7 times. I think I missed it that one chapter. Yeah, maybe you can only do it so much. Money bags. Unknown. Complete Azure. Oh, okay, here we go. Complete all of them. Complete all chapters. Friend of the Ashen Demon. Here's all the class. Okay, I've never looked through this before. Grew a unit to level 120 for the first time. And then this is the hardest one for sure. 100,000 enemies. Bunch of enemy generals. Warrior special. I just don't use a partner specials at all. Defeat 20,000 axe-wielding enemies with a sword type. It's just because I haven't really used spears and axes, like, personally. Like, I guess maybe when we play with Edelgard, we'll be able to do that pretty easily, because we're going to be forced to use her no matter what. Okay, let's go. I just wanted to look through that, because I've never looked through the actual list of achievements. I've just been getting achievements. I have papers here. I don't want to... I got to clean up a little bit in my room. I'll probably do it never, honestly. Alright, let's do the mission. The Battle of Magdra.
After the last 2 years with Dimitri, I thought we'd seen every battlefield there is to see in Fargus.
Wow.
But Magdra Way, huh? This one's new.
A little foggy, don't you think? I might even hazard to call it a lot foggy. You've never fought in conditions like these, so you do well to keep what wits you have about you. If you're not careful in this fog, you could find yourself walking straight off a cliff. Horrible way to go, if you ask me.
Speaking from experience there, Ghosty?
Come on, you're not my mom. I can handle myself.
Wow, look who woke up on the confidence side of the bed. If that's how you feel, maybe you don't even need my help anymore.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. Let's back off a little.
Oh, come on, it was a joke. Don't be so sensitive. You know I appreciate you.
Fine. But in case you forgot, if you die, I go with you.
I go
Our
too.
fates are intertwined. So no doing anything too reckless out there. You understand? Now come on, let's go.
Alright, defeat Lonato. None. Persuade Dorothea, obviously. Beyond that, Conjure Magic Shield, reduces damage. Light Torch, improving visibility, obviously. Built up. Additional allied strong... What? Assign a healer unit. Summon a flying unit to engage the enemy. Resonant ward. Oh, let's do the magic shield. Obviously, if Dedu recommends it, it's probably good enough for me. And obviously, we have to persuade Dorothea because, you know, why not? Why wouldn't you want to recruit as many people as you can? Obviously, we use Dimitri. Wodao. Yeah, we could swap Sylvain. Whoops. We don't actually need to control Ash. Like, I don't know. We're good with it. Okay. I mean, that's really it. These are all the units I use, basically, or all the units I would use. They force you to use Shez, so I have to, unfortunately, give up a slot for him no matter what. 1,800 enemies is the problem that I have. Because I feel like in order to get that after a point, you kind of have to,
Be at the ready for potential ambush.
Look at this. Look at all the buffs that just start firing off when I play it. It's ridiculous.
Lonato must be found and put to the sword as soon as possible. We will begin by advancing our front line. All forces, prepare to march.
No backing down. Not even against the king himself. We fight for
Dude,
Lord
do you hear the
Lonato.
fucking words coming out of your mouth,
I can
idiot?
barely see my hand in front of my face. Hey, didn't we bring torches?
No, I'm trying not to hit him. Go, torch. Dude, I just think they have so many good ideas in this game. Like, I know that Fire Emblem is, like, people would get mad if every Fire Emblem game became like this. But man, this is so fucking cool. Like, they added all this stuff to it.
It's not
like,
personal.
it's really like the best of both games, really. Like no lie. That's why I love this game so much. I'm just so, like, upset that, like, there's not, like, a general, like, history map mode or something. Like, when is the next direct? Because, like, I just want to pretend like they'll add history maps and stuff to this game. I know that it kind of doesn't really fit this game too much, right? Because they wanted this game to be more of a campaign and less random missions or whatever, you know? But, like, I really wish there was just, like, additional stuff. Like, alright, you beat the 3 stories. Now here's, like, a whole sequel of stuff that goes on. Or, like, obviously, I don't think we're going to get that. It would be so fucking cool. But I don't think we'll get it. And that's what... I'm a little sad by that, right? Like, you finally find a game that's really good. And then, like, it just won't get any DLC. Like, that's how I felt about, that's how I felt about Stranger of Paradise before I learned that it was going to get DLC, unfortunately.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
I always thought that having your weapons teleport back to you was cool as shit, by the way. It really is like fucking Kino. Yeah, I really feel like this game is really just the best of both worlds, you know, and that's why I like it so much. Like, it's not just pushing buttons and moving people across a map slowly. Like, there's tactics that can be stressed and added, you know, like, it's actiony. Obviously, it is still at its core Dynasty Warriors game with a heavy blend of Fire Emblem. But I find that to be fun. It's enjoyable. It's different. What the fuck? Oh shit, Violet.
Time to get to work.
I'm gonna beat his ass. I'll send you crying back to mommy.
Mercenaries must be reinforcements from the Empire. Everyone, gird yourselves.
Didn't think I'd get another shot at the Ashen Demon this soon.
Alright, let's body him.
You're more capable than I expected.
I forget about this all the time, by the way.
They're holding back. So much for gauging their strength.
Now, why does Byleth have all this power in him? Especially without the sword to actually, like, bring it out. Like, they give him the Knight Commander's sword and basically call it even Steven. Like, that's just strength and his power. And it totally isn't. Miklon? What the fuck is Miklon? Oh! I forgot about this, dude.
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
I was like, wait, who?
Miklon? From House Gautier? What's he doing here?
Oh shit, he actually feels like real damage.
Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
You're done!
What, is he gonna betray us?
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks.
Wow, he's actually a good guy in this universe. Holy shit. Don't worry, I'll beat the shit out of him.
Must be
I
giving
got
these
you.
mercenaries their orders. We are going to find them.
They just buff his damage ridiculously, that's all. Try and defeat Gerald in one of the strongholds. What happens if we defeat Byleth first?
We didn't expect they'd have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much. We know what we have to do. Now all that's left is to do it.
Are you seriously going to sit back and let someone else handle the Ashen Demon for you?
No. Obviously not. How much can I take? Okay, 11. Alright, but I gotta go back to killing normal grunts after point. Oh, you get electrified? Alright, well, fuck him. Is he dead?
Enough of this foolishness.
Alright, bye. Alright, anyway, back to what we were doing. Oh god, it's slowing down.
Would that we could have finished them here. A greed in battle will only end in tragedy.
So, meet the kid. These human folks are tougher than I thought.
Okay, you're almost not in the forest camp.
Still improving.
Yeah, I just think that the kill requirements are so high for some of these missions. I don't know if it's because I'm killing the strongholds too early, but it is really a lot of people that you have to defeat, right? Like, we're just over at, like, how many? Okay, we got plenty of time. I mean, we got time. The problem is running out of enemies. That's my biggest concern, is that we run out of people to fight. Like, you have to sit here and, like, kind of farm, you know, supply depots. Supply depots, such strongholds the whole time. Thinking like I was playing fucking StarCraft. Yeah. Obviously, there's no rush, right? Other than me wanting to get an S rank. So I think what I'll have to do is I'll just have to replay that last mission at some point, because I really don't think I'm going to replay this path multiple times. Like, I'd rather play with Claude, because Claude is cooler, in my opinion, than Dimitri. And I think a big chunk of that is going to be me, you know, obviously like replaying earlier stuff. You know, like I'm gonna have to redo everything on his path, because you know, I didn't know that shit was missable, right? But like, I don't know, probably not replaying it. Because I have a real itch to replay, you know, non-Golden Deer. It's not gonna happen, honestly. I don't know, I just find that the Golden Deer characters are just really, really the best, because like I said, it's not like anyone is superior or like super important in Golden Deer, you know? I feel like you just have a bunch of normal people just trying to make, you know, sense, to make the best of this fucking war. You know, just trying to survive, do whatever they can. And I find that to be a more compelling story than, oh, what the fuck? Well, I guess he's over there. Yeah, he's not playable either.
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
Alright, just for that, we're killing you. Oh no, level 55. Yeah, getting to 120 is probably going to be hard. You probably play on higher difficulties. It'll probably give you like more experience to supplement it.
I'll take you all on!
See, this helps me go fast. That's one of the things I like about Warriors 1. Warriors 1 like lets you get like a bunch of maps and stuff. I don't know. I mean, we'll see, right? Because Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity got DLC. But that's my thing, is that that's like Zelda. So they might treat Zelda with a little bit more like, I don't want to say looseness, right? But they might give Zelda more stuff, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like their baby franchise. They love Zelda. And to be fair, Zelda is bigger than Fire Emblem, so it makes sense, right?
That's amazing. You're even stronger than I realized.
It almost doesn't even feel like a story mission, I'm not gonna lie. It's just because we're so early in the game.
Stand this no longer. I'm falling back.
Okay, we're getting there.
Commander, if we can get past Eloise.
I think I have all the awakening buffs, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Reminds me of that Attack on Titan game they made. I like the first one. I don't think I even played the second one. But the first one I actually really enjoyed. Like, I thought it was good. A lot of people were like, oh, no, there's this web game that's better. I was like, yeah, but I feel like they give you a good amount of content for that game. It was easy, right? Like, it wasn't like something super ridiculous or super hard. But I thought it was just a fun, like, a fun good game. So
It was only a matter of time.
It was good. It was enjoyable.
Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
Shit. Oh, no! Okay, well, I kind of turned away, so hopefully he's not in it.
You're done!
They're tough. These are no ordinary mercs.
I wonder if this is the end of the mission. Alright, we're almost there, so let me just not mess this up. Let me just go ahead and, like, do some extra shit really quick. And then we'll bully the old man. We'll bully the boomer. Wait, what? Oh, it looks around. Do we have enough? Yes. Okay, let's go finish. We don't really care about anything else. Bye.
Years are starting to catch up to me.
Yeah, they are, Boomer. Yes, they are. Can't even see anything.
This job's not worth dying over. Fall back.
So the mercenaries have fled.
Alright, I wonder where this guy is. He's probably on the top left, right?
Send in the auxiliary units.
What?
Glad those mercs are gone, but this fog is still as thick as ever.
It's likely that sorcery is to blame for the predicament we find ourselves in.
Alright, find the feet. Gaspard General.
Then we'll just have to cut those mages down. If they're the ones invoking this fog, defeating them should dispel it.
Actually, how much time do I have? I have. Okay, I gotta just fucking do the objective. I don't have time for this. I've learned my lesson. Okay, I don't want to fuck up and have to redo this. Found a mercenary with a key. Bitch. I missed. I hit the wrong mercenary. Injured souls apparently gone. Man, I wish I remembered some of that. Now this character should be pronounced differently. You know, people spell my fucking name wrong. That shit pisses me off so much. Like, I literally will type my name out to people, and they'll spell my name wrong. This is on a somewhat related note, I guess. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you spell my name? I'm fighting. These guys I could beat quick, but it's actually. I think I deal like 100% more damage to Axes or some shit. It's actually insanity. There he is.
They found us!
Now you're dead.
Your trickery ends here.
Wish you could kind of float over the gaps. Where's this dude? We need to body this guy at light speed. Thank you. We own everything on the map. Yeah, he's in the top left. Okay, let's go.
We did it!
I got all my friends are too slow to keep up.
We shall meet now in honest combat.
No, wrong way. Shit.
And victory will be ours, Lonato. Come, everyone. We will overwhelm our foes.
See, I tell people that they're gonna like, that you'd like Final Fantasy. I mean, I tell people they like Three Houses and they don't listen to me. Oh, Fire Emblem's difficult. I don't want to play it. And then they go play fucking Elden Ring. Yeah, I am mad at you, my fucking friends, if they ever watch this. Fucking annoying. Alright, let's beat the shit out of Dorothea. Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't despair. She's done. Oh shit, she stepped out of it. I'll cancel.
To reason with Dorothea, though.
Oh wait, no wait, I have to.
Be able to settle things peacefully.
Can you defeat her? No. Okay, perfect. I forgot. I have to do this first. Whoops. Okay.
Something like this might happen, so I prepared a technique of my own to guard against their magic.
That's great. Can we recruit her now?
The might of Adrestia is on our side. Yes.
Also, while they're yabbing, let me have a. Oh, he could just lockpick. We don't even need to wait to get the fucking key. Okay, let's have him get the key. While we wait for this. Defeat the messenger. Yeah, but I want to fucking.
We need to stop them before they call for backup.
Yes, can you persuade her, please? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's hilarious.
This will surely help.
How much time do we have? Okay, I have to actually body both of these guys at light speed. There you go. I think time stops.
I can keep fighting.
You're done!
Well, yeah, no, I mean more like the people I actually know, like in real life.
Please. I don't want to see you die for nothing.
I love you.
I can't say I want that either. All right, you win.
Shit, this like little exit is so hidden. What the fuck? All right, cool. We recruited her.
If His Majesty means to shelter those vile church rats, then I shall rebuke him to my final breath.
All right, open the gates.
Open the gates.
You just throw bodies into the fucking arena. Yeah, but I mean, at least you tried it. Like, that's fine. You spent 200 hours before you even played, like, or before you even, like, you know, whatever. Right? Because you played through, like, at least, what, 1 or 2 paths or whatever. Because you came in, I remember when you started showing up on my content, like, you knew more about the game than I did. Like, that's no small feat for a game that literally has, like, almost infinite replayability, right? Like, we're not talking about, like, some silly game, you know, it's like 10 hours long. You could beat in a sitting if you really know what you're doing. Like, we're talking about a full-fledged game that has, like, 60-plus hours per path. All right, goodbye.
Forgive your fool of a father, Kristoff, for he is soon to join you.
I do feel kind of bad for him to die here. Oh well. Every time I need the Metal Gear scream, it never fucking comes out correctly. Some of the... Yeah, it is. So late.
The battle is over. A fine effort, everyone. Especially considering the conditions.
Yep.
Guess we did our job, at least.
Well, well, doesn't someone sound disappointed? And what's with that look?
I don't know. We completed our mission and all, but it still feels like we lost somehow. Sure, we stopped Lonato, and we put Geralt and his mercenaries to rout.
Well, we didn't defeat the Ashen Demon, who
but
killed
not
my
before
generic
they dragged
friends.
us through one of the toughest
So,
fights we've
who
experienced.
cares? Well, yeah, I'm
And
talking
most
about
of
friends
all,
of mine who are like,
failed
I don't
to
want to
take
play
down the
Fire
Ashen
Emblem. I've
Demon.
heard it's difficult. You know, I don't want to be held to
That's
task
not a loss.
for, you know...
I don't know what is.
Effectively, like, I don't want to be held to task for, like, you know, losing or like, you know, if I fuck up, I can't redo anything. So I explained to them that you could rewind turns every battle if you really feel like you made a mistake. You could even go back all the way to the fucking beginning of the battle if you so chose to.
You're right.
Sure, whatever. And they're like, oh no, you know, whatever. And I know they would like it, right? Because they like fantasy stuff. I know we would talk about it for, you know, hours.
They're surely going to continue.
And they go by Elden Ring, and I'm like, dude, there is literally no game more punishing on the fucking market right now than Elden Ring. I played 3 Souls games, and I started Dark Souls 3, and I was kind of burnt out, so I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Like, come on.
By the by, have you seen our valiant leader? I wonder where he scampered off to.
Oh shit, yo, my headset.
No Felix or the others in sight either. Maybe they're having a meeting or something.
Oh, you know why? Because this slipped out.
Sounds like you should try to track them down then. Though, on second thought, it may not be any of your business.
Let's go look.
I probably shouldn't be sticking my nose into their private matters, but I am pretty curious. Let's go.
I mean, obviously we have to go see it, I guess, if that's how it ends. Cool. Obviously, gee, who is the MVP for this game? I wonder. Right.
I could use this.
Provoke, Finesse Blade, Apex Tome, nothing of value. Okay. Dorothea has joined us. I mean, like, is there any real, like, benefit?
You did well, Miklon. I will remember the deeds you've performed.
Is there any real
today.
benefit to not recruiting people? I don't think so. Like, at least you get more people to play with.
You know as well as I that I only did it for the money. Your money.
That's the man from before.
I don't mean to question you, but why exactly are you eavesdropping on them?
It looks like they're having an argument. Butting in now would just make things worse.
What are you playing at, Boar? This washed-up bandit doesn't deserve to look at our army, let alone be a commander in it.
Are we gonna recruit Miklon in this universe?
It's a decision I made in collaboration with the Margrave. 2 years ago, after I ascended the throne.
Holy shit, dude! Everyone gets their day.
I ordered Gustav to capture him,
unless they work for the
made him
church.
swear his allegiance to the royal family, and gave him a unit of soldiers to command.
Spare me the details of how you did it. What I want to know is why.
My army was lacking leaders. We needed capable fighters to fill in the gaps. As for Miklon here, The Margrave himself has instructed him in all manner of military tactics. I've seen his prowess.
In other words, they need more people to round out the fucking roster in this path. They don't have enough people.
In the centuries since the time of King Lug, crests and relics have kept Fargus safe. We've come to depend on that power to protect us from outside attacks, and grown all too complacent in its wake. Naturally, we will take full advantage of our heroes' relics in the battles ahead with Adrestia. But we cannot protect our home with relics alone. If all who could wield them fell, so too
This is like a
would we.
cool inversion of his plot, which is
The
nice.
blood of the heroes is thinner now than ever before. We need men like him among our ranks.
I don't doubt the truth of your words, but that's not the issue here. Do you really think it appropriate to trust a man barely removed from his life as a brigand with the responsibility of command?
Felix is being a super
Everyone's
dick
heard
about
the
this.
stories of the elder Gautier brother. How he resorted to banditry and plunder.
And this is his redemption arc.
Do you not think our soldiers would object to being led by a man with such history?
Have to show people can reform.
Command, huh?
Change.
It's got a nice ring to it. But you should know, I'm just a prisoner. My attendants, my aides, my best men, all stooges for the royal family. Breathing down my neck every waking moment.
Should get him some clean armor, though. Or whatever.
No wise remarks, Sylvain? You're standing there mute, as if this has nothing to do with you.
Felix, is all you do bitch at people?
I was one of the first His Majesty consulted with. There's nothing I could say that I haven't already. I'm sure you can't stand the sight of me, Miklon. But let's see if we can't get along, okay?
Anyway, now that we're all caught up, I'll await your next orders, Your Majesty, sir.
Let me guess. Any means necessary?
I won't defend it, though I do see use in such a man. What he did in his time as a bandit was monstrous, I admit that. And I deserve no small amount of judgment for giving him command in spite of it. But I can't help but wonder. Perhaps his life could have been dramatically different had he only possessed a crest.
That is the truth. If he hadn't, it would have been
Same
different.
as the
for him.
uncle I murdered.
I understand your reasoning, Your Majesty. Yet he's hurt so many people.
What's done is done. Stolen goods may be returned, but stolen lives cannot. If the man is unwilling to atone for his wrongdoings, then he will pay for it with his head. If he does wish to repent, however, then what better way to do so than by
and if he
risking
dies,
his life on
there
behalf
you
of
go.
our people?
Nothing was lost.
If any among us still can't forgive him, by all means, take up your arms and enact vengeance.
I get what you're trying to do, but you still should have talked to us first. This isn't about who shoulders what blame. It's a matter of letting us know what you're thinking.
You're right, Felix. My apologies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now then, we march on Aryan Road as planned. With House Rowe's military might crippled, seizing the fortress should be a somewhat simpler matter.
The Silver Maiden. Can we really take it?
You saw how many troops they've already lost. Just plain math will tell you there can't be that many of them left back at the fortress.
Don't worry, there's only a couple thousand, enough for me to get all my objectives done.
And I am sure Houses Karen and Geraint
There's a
would be
continent
willing
of
to lend
millions
us
of
a few
people.
squadrons in return for the aid we provided them.
Agreed. And their militaries are both formidable indeed. I'll have to factor their support into our strategies moving forward. And what of you, Ash? Will you be joining the fight at Aryan Road?
Yes, I will. Though I do.
You see, this is what I mean. What does a net have to contribute to any of this? Nothing.
As long as you're sure you can handle it. Do not hesitate to retreat if it becomes too much for you.
I don't know. I just feel like having Golden
House
people,
Rose
they just
forces aside.
have more to add.
We now have the added threat of Gerald and his mercenary band to contend with. The very same mercenary band you had been looking for, is it not?
It's like Claude and Lorenz's relationship is
One of
much
them in
more
particular,
interesting than
a warrior
Dimitri
known as
and
the Ashen
Felix.
Demon, who felled my entire company back before I met you. Not sure I'm looking for revenge exactly, but I do want to surpass them, no matter what it takes.
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
I'm sorry. I wasn't really trying to hide it or anything. Just never came up, I guess.
I believe I understand. Overcoming Gerald and his mercenaries is what drives you in life.
Yeah, you could say that. It's the closest thing to a goal I have, for sure.
In any case, those people cannot be taken lightly. I'd like to avoid crossing blades with them as much as we can. Though we'll likely encounter them sooner rather than later. Imperial forces are still encamped in the former Arendelle territory, after all.
Right. We'd better be ready for anything.
Absolutely. I think we'll get all the extra stuff done now, so next time we play, I don't have to, like, redo it, you know? Uh-oh.
Azure Gleam. Conspiracy in the air.
That was a really nice stained glass window, man. Can we bring that shit back?
Having laid Lonato low, the kingdom's army proceeds south. Count Rowe, who had prior declared fealty to the Empire, surrenders, and Aryan Road falls back into kingdom hands. With its foothold in the west lost, the Empire amasses troops in the former Arendelle territory to the south, prompting the army of Fargus to strike before Adrestia can regain its footing.
He just gave up. He's like, whoa, it ain't that serious. Oh, look, that's Lake Teotatis, okay. That's, what is it? Who is it?
It's nice Aryan Road fell
what's her
with little
name's
more than a
quest?
hand wave.
And Sleepy
but
Boy.
It's hardly comfortable knowing the enemy is still on our doorstep.
Comfortable or no, we must take
I would have
the few
preferred to have a
chances we
fight
do
at
have
least,
to
but
rest.
whatever. Yeah.
Battle will be upon us again before we know
We
it.
didn't even get to actually fight in Aryan Road.
Not to mention the fortress is still a
Damn.
target. I mean, who wouldn't want their very own impregnable stronghold?
Our spies report that the enemy plans to mount such an attack from Arendelle land.
Arendelle, huh? It's been 2 years since the territory came under the Emperor's control. The wind carries rumors that Edelgard has been keeping Lord Arendelle imprisoned in his home since then.
Gee, I wonder why.
If it's true, I'll... No. Were the enemy to strike, and the fortress city to somehow fall, our path forward in this war would grow exceedingly perilous.
The West doesn't face the kind of constant threats we do, so there aren't as many strongholds here as in the North, right?
Basically. Though my uncle did say that started to change at least a tiny bit in the past couple of years.
In other words, the entire western region of the kingdom is likely to fall into enemy hands if we retreat from Aryan Road now.
Indeed. Which is exactly why we must take the offensive and restrain this Imperial snake before it can sink its fangs into us.
Hey, it'll be nice to strike first for once. It feels like we've been on the back foot for a while now.
Right you are. And remaining on perpetual defense would only lead to more meaningless, preventable deaths.
Okay, let's stay calm.
Whatever we decide to do, we need to stay on guard. Gerald and his
I'm being
mercenaries could be
thoughtful.
around any
I'm being
corner.
very thought-provoking here.
Yes, who knows when you might have another fateful duel with the Ashen Demon.
Your Majesty, I bear terrible news.
What's the good
Calm
news
yourself.
first?
What is it?
There is no good news.
The
What's the
convoy
bad news?
escorting Count Rowe to the capital has been attacked by an unknown assailant.
Amazing.
They've sustained heavy losses, and it seems Count Rowe has gone missing amid the chaos.
That's convenient.
And these assailants, we know nothing about them?
Very little, Your Majesty. The survivors claim to have been attacked by numerous mages.
Mages? No.
What's wrong? Do you know who it is?
You saw the court mage Cornelia during our battle at Ferdia, yes? Well, she disappeared almost immediately after. It's likely she has been burrowed away in western Fargus ever since. Which leads me to wonder if this attack wasn't her handiwork somehow. It's merely a feeling, though. I'd like to look into it further, if possible. But something tells me the Imperial soldiers won't wait around patiently while we go off hunting for clues.
Alright, so we gotta deal with them first.
Perhaps you should send a separate unit to investigate, while we attend to the Empire.
Yes, that would be prudent for now.
That'd be cool if you had like one chapter happening and then simultaneously on another map and on another front, you have to use different units, you know? That could be something interesting, right? Like, obviously, like, we have these guys fight over here, right? And then over, you know, up to the northwest, or the northeast, like, everyone else is, you know, doing their own thing. What is that, the Brianak? I wish I could really look at the map of this area. You know, they got a really full, fleshed-out world, and I always forget it, because I haven't really been into it as much. Hey, Shiz, have you heard? Cannot hold any more longer. There's a tactical research facility up and running now. I guess the Boar arranged it. Mastering swordsmanship isn't enough to win wars. Go take a look at the new facility when you can. Alright, so we get the facility now.
This is true.
Circumstances dictate how people act. As such, I believe things are going to get much more difficult for you, though perhaps that'll be a welcome change for someone of your caliber. You'll undoubtedly face the Ashen Demon again. I do hope you'll emerge victorious this time. Okay. Let's go to the thing, I guess. Oh, here we go, Dorothea. I didn't want to fight at all, but I did so for Eddie. But now I've surrendered to keep myself alive. What other choice did I have? I'm not sure I could bring myself to fight for Fargus, not with my whole heart anyway, but if I have to, I'll do it to hasten the end of this war.
Let's see.
You don't have to force yourself, Dorothy. I could talk to Dimitri for you if you feel like you can't fight for the kingdom.
Thanks.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I have to take responsibility for my decisions. I'm a songstress. No matter the stage, I swear I will play my role to the hilt, and I will be glorious. Okay. I think she makes the song notes appear, right?
On that note,
I heard the Alliance is having a real tough time in this war, too. The Great Bridge of Murden fell, and Count Gloucester swears allegiance to the Empire. We're doing fine for now, ourselves. There's no telling what might happen in the future. It'll work out in the end. We've been doing great so far. Yes, you're right, but I wonder. Anyway, let's make sure we're as ready as we can be for the next fight. I don't want to give her a gift. Goodbye. Alright. Tactics. What the fuck? Okay. Here we research the latest and greatest tactics ever to grace the field of battle. If our findings pique your interest, I would be delighted to assist you. How about it?
My
okay, well, we don't. There's nothing. We can't improve it. Alright, warrior gauge. Oh god, it's ridiculously expensive. Alright, recovery item usages. How much is it? 15. Okay. This is where the majority of our money is going. Absolutely. Like, no joke. Not really much you could do about it. It just costs a ton to upgrade the majority of the units that you get, so. Yeah, we only have 45 grand. I mean, I guess I could sell a whole bunch of my bullshit, right? There you go, maxed out crest level. Unique tactical, let's do, what is this, support? Yeah, fuck it. Alright, I have to go sell a bunch of bullshit. I could probably do that. Real easily. Under the tyranny of ruthless disorder, the people endured a long period of suffering. The vile nemesis who proclaimed himself the king of liberation delighted in war and bloodshed. Rather than rebelling against his persecution, the people of Fodlan fell to his depths in a mad scramble to obtain power through murder and theft. St. Ceros appeared in the land of Enbar, and through the many unfathomable miracles she performed, spread light across the land. In doing so, she joined the shattered hearts of the purest people of Fodlan, who went on to form the Holy Church of Ceros. In the first year of our calendar, the glorious Adrestian Empire was founded, its name was gifted by an oracle, and its future blessed by the goddess. Its capital, Enbar, was chosen to govern the southern reaches of Fodlan, where the divine St. Ceros also lent her power. Wilhelm Paul Hreisfeld, the inaugural Adrestian Emperor, raised an army in pursuit of the unification of Fodlan. With his might, he hunted and destroyed any house's territory that dared seek more power. An intense battle erupted on Gronder Field, where the houses that were allied with Nemesis and the Imperial forces of the Adressian Empire clashed. There, the Imperial forces emerged victorious. The houses that were allied with Nemesis once again faced off against the Imperial forces, this time at Taltine Plains. There, the evil Nemesis finally fell, and the Empire secured a momentous victory. The successor to the great Emperor William I, Lycaon I, succumbed to sudden illness. The Empire, which ruled over the majority of Fodlan, took this opportunity to put an end to the seemingly endless fighting. There you go. Everything starts off great. Yeah, the Shadowbringer story is good. I hope you enjoy it. It's real good.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any
And
army.
I have to trade a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay.
Everything has
Probably
its
should
use.
just cash in all the bullion that I have, because why not, right? Like, what else am I going to do with it? Bursary, I got to know the Ash Wolves class. Apparently, they're ex-academy students who band together to form their own house underground. Strange bunch, but they seem alright, especially Balthus' money. Whatever.
I carry a little of everything here.
Where is it again? What the fuck? Wait. Did I sell it all already? No, here it is. I was about to say. Just doing nothing. It just exists in my stuff. So we could max out everybody. It's not like super required, obviously, but you know, we could just do it anyway. Just because.
Good seeing you. Not good.
When his Majesty came to me saying he wanted to give Miklon a role in the army, I just about killed over from the surprise. My brother put me through a lot when we were kids, even after we'd grown up, if I'm being honest. But the kingdom needs him right now, both militarily and politically.
What?
Are you sure you're okay? I mean, if he's really done that much to you. We're keeping an eye on him, and besides, I'm not the same defenseless kid I was all those years ago. I can handle myself. I actually think my brother could be useful to us. My father taught him everything he knows after all. Oh, I didn't go on that expedition with him. Damn, I forgot about it. Oh well. I was never having hesitation to fight the Empire, but then to be crossing blades with classmates is chilling my heart. I'm in relief we did not have to be hurting Dorothea. I was having to decide whether to be taking her life. Yeah, it's probably... I think it would be cool to have, like, different stuff if you, like, kill Dorothea. Probably says something else, like, what a tragedy. Like, I've spent so much time with her, and now she's dead and gone forever. You know, some heartbreaking stuff, right? Like, you want to damage people as much as possible, you know? If you're going to make a video game, you got to make sure to, you know, hurt people. You know what they say, hurt people, hurt people.
Studies.
It's true.
What?
What do you want? I don't care if you dislike me, but if you try anything funny, I'll cut your throat myself. Protecting Aryan Road for the time being. That's what the one holding my leash ordered me to do at any rate. Alright, we're not going to have great conversations with him. I don't even know if you could even, like, have anything. I don't know. Gerald's mercenaries, huh? A while back, a guy called Gerald serves as the captain of the Knights of Saros, and everyone would guess he'd leave the Knights and end up a wandering mercenary. The guy quit more than 20 years ago, but apparently he's still just as tough as he was then. Impressive stuff. They say those who inherit crests from their ancestors tend to live long lives. I guess he'd be your case, or your case in point. It really pisses me off. There's so much that fool neglected to tell us. It really pisses me off. Per usual, I have absolutely no idea what's rattling around inside his skull. If he thinks he's the only one who will lose face over this, he's a greater fool than I gave him credit for. Who knew royalty could be so annoying? Dude. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they're way too hard on my boy.
Oh, it's you.
Too much stuff is happening, and all of it is annoying. The Cornelia lady or whatever, whoops. She's up to no good, I'm telling you. I wonder if she's that lady.
Huh?
That lady, you know something
Honestly,
about her?
I don't
I just
know.
feel like I might have met her a long time ago. Yeah, maybe that is Happy's backstory. I can't remember. I mean, she says it, right? It probably is the
Hunger
case,
is the
you know?
true enemy.
Alright. Awakening gauge fills somewhat faster. Warrior gauge fills somewhat faster. Yeah, this is the one I like, right? The cheesy Verona stew. They already have a B. That's it. They only go up to B. Okay. We could do Setteth and Flame. See if they have any conversations.
Solid.
Great.
Solid.
Solid. He sounds like a 2000s dude, like fucking, I don't know, talking about some food or
Next
something.
time, I will treat you to one
This is
of my
very
home-cooked
solid.
meals. You will join us, will you not,
Great,
brother?
bro. We should try some.
Yes.
Here, pass
my dear
the L.
friend. I always look forward to your culinary
Look at him.
masterpieces.
Look at the terror in his eyes. Oh, he sniffs. He's like, shit. I don't want to eat this. It's poison.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Homie was panicked. Absolute panic in his eyes. Okay, anyway. Oh, you need one activity point to cook? Okay. As you're aware, Sylvain and I have known each other since we were very young.
The story goes,
Back in the day, he would occasionally show up with bruises and other injuries on his body, the face and body. When I asked him about it, he would just say he got hit during training. When I knew what was really going on, I logically understood why His Majesty gave Miklai an appointment, and more importantly, Sylvain agreed to it. But I don't think I can accept it quite so easily. People, perhaps people can change, but can never wash away their past sins. I'm keenly aware of this myself. So he was abused by his brother. Like, it wasn't just like his brother didn't like him. He was abused by him. His brother would beat him up because he was the favorite child. Many of the church people in Camelus are advanced in age. There's little lively discussion to be had. On the other hand, there are so many young folk in the Kingdom Army, and they're quite spirited. It makes it a rather comfortable atmosphere. Though it would be even better if we did not have to go into battle at all. In truth, I would have enrolled in the Officers' Academy if this war had never broken out. There you go. I'm so very reluctant to fight any of our old friends from the Academy. It's all well and good if we can convince them to join us, but in the end, we're still making them bend to our will. They might not want it at all. We're essentially forcing them to choose between death or betraying their friends and family. It feels cruel. I mean, it is, but that's war. It is what it is, right?
how can
You're
I be of
nobody.
service?
What? You've got checkered past, and the unlike if he does anything untoward, His Majesty has ordered us to promptly detain and execute him. My unit has numerous elite soldiers, including those with crests like myself. Can't imagine we have any issue taking him should it come to that. I don't think there's any reason to worry. Yeah, I don't think he's going to betray us. The Empire is taking on our army in the west and simultaneously battling with the Alliance to the east. They also have renowned generals like Count Bergles and Marquis Vestre in their command. Speaking of the current Marquis, I believe you and he were in the same cohort at the Officers' Academy. He was Black Eagles. Huber. Oh yeah, okay. Much like the Kingdom, the Empire appears to be in the midst of passing the torch to the next generation. Let's use the Empire's current easterly focus to create an advantage for ourselves. Sending troops into former Arundel territory is one aspect of that plan. Let's quickly dispatch the enemy troops targeting Aryan Road. Okay, let's teleport. Wonder, should I play fucking Arceus tomorrow? Maybe I will.
Well,
we can trust Duke Ifan. She is aged. She is deeply loyal to the royal family. More importantly, she instructed Gustav in tactics. Okay. It's definitely reassuring to have someone like that in the royal capital of Gustav. Indeed, both the soldiers and the citizens of the royal capital will be satisfied with the arrangement. Anything could still occur, though. We must be prepared for the unexpected. Lonato. His Majesty told me before everyone has something they can't accept. Because for Lonato it was the church and Lady Rhea, but he never said anything to me about resenting them. On the contrary, he enrolled me into the Officers' Academy, which is run by the church, and I became a Kingdom Knight because of it.
Let's give it a go.
I'll have to think more on the subject myself. It's my responsibility. I took his life after all. I don't know, I guess he wanted him to have a good future. It was just his personal thing with Lady Rhea, really. I've just informed Lady Rhea of the battle's progress. She has directed me to continue obeying the King's orders, and so I shall be acting alongside all of you for the time being. Of course, you may count me among your military forces as well. By the by, do you know anything about the leader of Gerald's mercenaries?
Let's see.
He's a veteran mercenary called the Blade Breaker. He's got a head for tactics and valor to spare. Indeed, that man once led the Knights of Saros. It is lamentable that a man of his caliber should now be an enemy of the Church.
I wonder.
It's fortunate that Count Rose surrendered so swiftly. We did not sustain many losses. I have my own opinion on the Count's views, but I must admit he took the needs of his people into careful consideration. No, I ought not speak these words, having pressed him to surrender. Forget I said anything. If Cornelia is truly the one who took him, that will spell trouble for us indeed. Okay, that's it. I mean, I guess we could just dump our points real fast, and then we could just go from there. I don't talk to the generics. I mean, they don't really add too much. It's cool that we talked to that one by accident, because, like, you know, we have the assassin squad, man. Oh, we can't actually use them? Maybe not yet. Maybe later. Okay, Bishop. Go to Mage. We have enough units, I think, now, right? We have Dorothea. Actually, no, we don't. We have an odd number of units. Okay. Well, she comes as a Gremory because I'm pretty sure I had her as one, right? Like, there's not really much else to put her on. Like, we could put Dancer. Does she have a unique Dancer outfit? Maybe she does. Yeah, let's try to get her down to Dancer, I guess. Fuck it, why not? We're not really gonna use her anyway, so. Okay.
Hey.
Priest's Wisdom. Fire. Speed. Oh, that's it? There we go, we'll put him on this. Priest. It's a Warlock. Okay. Draining Blow. What was the move I used on Raphael? The lightning move? Wait, what? They removed it. What the fuck? Oh, I guess if they complete it, that's it. They remove them. That's. You has already mastered that class and can no longer train in it. Oh, you know why? If you have a partner, it probably. Okay, well, can I fucking. Okay, I understand why they do it that way. That's just kind of annoying. I get they don't want it to be a waste. Technically, when you train with a partner, it's never a waste, right? Because you know, you're getting. Not renowned. You're getting fucking points together and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's like, oh well, we have to remove her immediately. Yes, there you go, done. Yes. Son of a Galta? Holy shit. What happened to all our... Who's wielding our killing edges? What the fuck? She's level 42? Yeah, because she's a late game recruit and Verdant Wind, that's why. So she's... Her and Petra are basically at like the same level in terms of like where they're, you know, in terms of any of that. So that's cool. Alright.
I can't
Apex
wait.
Lance.
Got to give this
Anything with a lance is good for Dimitri, needless to say. Underdog, magic, lance prowess, reason 1. I didn't even look at it. I saw reason, that's about it. Let's get grappler for him. I guess we go back and we finish up soldier. That'll be done in no time at all. Okay, so we have to give Sylvain a new class. But that's it. Pretty much all the money we make from here on out in this playthrough is basically free, right? Like, we just need to pay for everyone's tactics. That was the biggest thing that we were going to have to pay for, and we already did. So, yeah, that's cool. Fine by me. Do I have warrior? Oh, it's already unlocked? What did he unlock? Wait, what did I finish? What did he just... Oh, he didn't finish it. Okay. And then that's what we'll do. We'll just go from there. Instead, you should always probably level up a class that's not the one that you're actually playing, because you're going to get experience for playing these other classes anyway, you know? So what's the point? You might as well just fucking level up something else. I have to unlock Cavalier. Whoops.
Time to work you into shape.
I like that you can play one class and level up another. That's really nice. I wish, it kind of makes me wish, like, even when you're in battle, like, if the class you're using is maxed out, you can store up, like, at least a portion of the class's experience that you would have gotten, and it's not just wasted, and you can apply it to something else. But maybe they feel like having a system like that would just be too rewarding, right? So I understand why they wouldn't do that. Who's critical? Dude, you could give Annette all this stuff. I'm gonna try to keep her at level 1 literally the whole game. So she'll have all these skills, and then she'll walk out and get completely obliterated.
Time to work you into shape.
And she'll just die immediately. And it'll be absolutely hilarious. They kind of should combine these menus though. Like, I don't know. I feel like you have to toggle a lot of menuing. Like, I don't mind menuing, but a lot of games, you know, menuing is one of those.
I've grasped new strength.
Lance. I'm sorry, Apex Lance, excuse me. That's what we really care about. Operation, Defense 2. Mages deploy, Apex lands. Oh my god. It's like this in the early stages for everybody, basically, because everybody has to level up, right? Like, so because of that, like, you just have to spend a lot of time, like, you know, shuffling through it. Especially since I'm starting with 8 upgrade points. Wait, who just finished the thing? Yeah. Especially since I'm starting with 8 upgrade points, right? Like, you're not supposed to have 8 upgrade points at this, you know, degree in the game. So, like, obviously, like, we're just way ahead. Like, where we shouldn't... It's almost cheating a little bit, right? There we go. And we'll have her unlock Warlock. And then I guess, I don't know, what else would be good for her, right?
Do you think it's...
I actually have no idea what else would you give a caster in this game. Oh, we're actually out of training points, but let me set hers correctly. That's it. Okay, cool.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I guess we dump the chores. And then what time is it? Yeah, we'll probably stop after we do the chores. Useful? And then we'll stream this again, obviously. We gotta make up for lost time, you know? We gotta actually get a move on and actually have stuff, you know? We're getting there. We're making good. Can we do Dimitri and these and her and something else? How about Dimitri and Ingrid? That would have been the next step, is to have, like, actual, like, endings for your characters. Even if it's, like, really, like, you know, boiled down, right? Like, even if it's, like, really simple, like, oh, Dimitri and insert female here got along and they lived happily ever after, you know? But I understand why they didn't do it. It's not like a super big deal, honestly. There we go.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Annette Petra. I'm trying to, like, raise Annette and, like, anyone else. That's what I mean. Annette is just such an empty character. Like, she's not even really relevant to the story. It's more like her father is relevant.
We all must do our share to make yourself
And even
useful.
that's kind of, like, not a very forward-facing thing in the story, you know? That's why I've, like, never really been, like, a super big fan of almost any of Annette's stuff, honestly. She hates it. Very nice. Swap display. Oh, okay. I guess if you have a bunch of characters, so is there a way to get all the characters together then? Because there must be then. If you could have, you know, whatever swap display, it must be because they fear that the list will get so big that you won't even really be able to see everything in it, you know? I don't know. Actually, you could check this. What am I doing? Yeah, so like for Happy, she has a relationship with literally nobody. With Rodrigue, he has a relationship with Felix, Dimitri, and that's it. So we could do this. I had to think about that for a minute.
A fine result in spite of ourselves.
What are you even saying?
Actually, I love it. I love that Felix is such a dick to his dad. It's insane. Okay, so there's no one really to boost relationships with for Happy. Mercedes and... we can't really do anybody, can we? Mercedes to do Mercedes Sylvain. Yeah, there's not like anyone... Petra Dorothea, if they share something. There you go. This way, probably later on, like if I were to boot up Black Eagle, I probably don't need to do this.
Counting. Let's get... I will see... We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
I'm guessing that once you have a support done, that's it. You never have to do it again, basically. Fuck it. So it's not like, you know... Because in 3 houses, when you have a support, technically there's like 4 sets of supports, one for each path.
Fairly well.
because you know they might have like minor adjustments based on the story or whatever. Like,
we all must do
whereas
our fair
here,
share.
there's probably just one set of supports.
Care to make
Period.
yourself useful?
That's it. It doesn't, because like it's, you know what I mean. Like each path has its own set of stuff, and I guess that's it. I only have Mercedes and her, so I mean, like, you might as well. There's not really anything else to do. Okay, whatever.
We all must do our fair share.
I wonder how you do it then. Maybe I should just look it up. Just be like, well, how do you get other path characters to play? Because it's kind of obvious, right? Like, they wouldn't put the infrastructure in to do stuff like that if at most you could only have like 5 people per path really like something. You know, that seems kind of unnecessary, I guess.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on? I'll continue gathering record.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay. Uh-oh. There's Anna. Oh, wow, we can't start from here. Purge the Imperial Bandits. Actually, no, wait. You know what? We're not going to do this. We'll do this next stream. What we'll do is we'll...
Make sure you're ready.
We'll do the support combos, I guess. That kind of matters more. We can review stuff and then be done. Okay, what do we have? Seth? Oh boy, this is going to be such a great conversation.
I want...
Yes, no, I don't want to speak with you, though. See, I think that's really the thing, is you just have to do it and keep the amount low. It is what it is.
Hey.
Hey. Skip. I like that you could pull up even beyond what you're up to, right? So, like, this game, I would say, has, what, maybe, like, three parts to it?
Oh, it's so
the
late.
prologue,
Just giving back.
And then this part, which is, like, the main meat of the game. Then it has that, like, little interquel, I guess, which is shared between all the paths. And then after that, like, basically nothing. And I'm sorry, basically the finale, the really cheesy, like, final part of the game or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of weird like that. Like, I like that this game has, like, the time skip as, like, its central, like, storytelling device. I think that that's actually, like, really cool. Because I like it when, you know, you have, like, overarching narratives like that. Like, needless to say, this game goes way, way, way far in that degree. But the other thing that I will say is that, like, it can be a little bit weird. Like, in this game, I feel like... I froze OBS. I feel like, for the most part, this game doesn't really do a very great job of handling... not like the story, but like how they progress plot lines. I feel like they just condensed a lot of stuff, and I'm sure that based off of how fucking Golden Blaze ended or whatever, that like we're probably not going to get like a fantastic ending, you know? I think it's designed to be like an open-ended, we don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know if that's like paving the way for DLC, you know, like in a couple months, maybe they'll release like a whole expansion, like a whole 4th part, I guess, to the game. But I kind of doubt that they will. I think that it's just meant to be that way, so that way, like, nobody really dies, no one really, you know, like, no one really loses in this game, right? Because, you know, they want everyone to be, like, the 3 hopes, right? Like, so Edelgard is not completely power-hungry and crazy in this timeline. Dimitri is not, like, a straight-up murderer, right? And they had to kind of nerf Claude, because Claude is, like, way more competent and way, like, you know, not broken and driven, you know what I mean? So because of that, like, it's obviously kind of weird in that regard. But, I mean, I like the game. Maybe I'm more focused on the story elements, or the gameplay elements a bit more than I was Three Houses, because Three Houses is just fucking story. I firmly love that Golden Deer playthrough, and I need to find that damn stream I did where I fucking rebeat it, and then got everyone's, like, perfect endings. I probably should do that tonight while I have the time to do so. But, in any event, that's going to be it for the stream. I am going to clock out. We'll probably stream on this tomorrow, maybe, just so I can kill some time and just mess around. So I guess I'll have to take a look. I'll have to think about it and see what I want to really do. But until then, yeah, I got to see it. I also got to upload Xenoblade, probably podcast as well. That'll be fun. So big ups. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, Ash. Hope you have a good one.